Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast. We'll be bringing raw and unfiltered energy for each movie and TV show that we will be reviewing. Just think of it as turning your movie group chat into a podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jazz.
I am Jason. And man, per usual, I got some house rules I want to run through with you. So let's get started. One, we will be spoiling this review. So if you haven't seen it, you haven't watched it, please stop, go check it out, and then come listen to this review. Number two, please like, share, subscribe. Let your friends know, let your church members know, let your family know what we are doing over here at the Was It Good Though podcast. Number three, have fun. We just kicking shit, having fun with my friends. That's what we do. And last but not least, this is not a kid-friendly podcast. So if you're watching with your kids, that's something on you that has nothing to do with us. Let's get to this review.
We get that far?
Lisa, don't do us like that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Treat us like that church service that take all day.
I'm gonna just one thing of my
one service is fine with me.
You know what, Jazz, you are right. I'm out of pocket. Can you remind me what time did we finish the last time I was on the
Let's stop living in the past.
Okay.
It's a holiday season. We here because I don't want Chappell to jump on and be like, well, the last time I was on, we not doing that either. Jason.
I didn't say nothing. All I said
I was like, Jason, like, start.
Yeah. Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast.
Yes. Look at this man. He done took over the nigga. Come on,
I be listening. I know your intro.
But yes. Good evening, good afternoon. Happy Merry Christmas to you when you receive this. This is the Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And on this Christmas holiday, we had to get into one of another Black classics. But with this one, of course, we had to bring a panel of people who enjoyed this film as well. A couple of returning guests and also a first-time guest. Hopefully not the last time, but a first-time guest. I'm going to start with our returning first. Of course, my brother in pod, my guy Chappell of the Recap Kickback podcast. How are you today, sir?
I'm chilling. I'm so happy to be talking about this movie with y'all because, Jason, I know this is one of your favorite Christmas movies as per your list on Twitter or x.com. And I have questions about why that is. And so I'm very happy to be here and ask the hard-hitting questions because somebody got to.
Yes.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about everything, why it's my favorite, but it ties into a bigger thing. It ties into a bigger thing. But up next, we have Miss Lisa. She is a writer, director, producer of the Zombie Chronicles. You can watch it on Tubi right now. You can go on Tubi right now and go look up her TV show. But she also owns a production company. And she has her own podcast, Real Movie Lovers. Lisa, how are you, ma'am?
Oh, I'm good. I am good. And you know what? Since Chappell's coming out guns a-blazing, I'm ready, locked, and loaded. So let's go. I'm in Florida, so it's open carry. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to go.
My only retort for any of this is as long as you don't have Mia on your protect list, we are good. As long as Mia isn't on your list of protection, Jason is good with you.
From top to bottom. List of protection.
Yes, on the list of protection, but last and certainly not least, my homie, Miss Randon, first time guest. I'm glad we can get you out. You's a big Christmas person. I see you got your Grinch sweater. You said you love this movie, so it was like
I do.
Everything aligned for you. How are you this evening, ma'am?
I'm doing great. I really appreciate the invite. This is going to be very intriguing from your last comment. Fun. This is going to be fun. I like to debate. You know this.
Oh yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see how much you like to debate for real today. But episode 100 wait. Episode 133.
Crazy.
We are
Y'all crazy.
discussing.
Shout
We
out
are
to y'all, 133. I don't mean
Thank
to
you.
interrupt you, but that's some beautiful stuff, man. That's beautiful. I love y'all.
Appreciate that.
episode 133. We are discussing Best Man Holiday. Yes, people. Best Man Holiday. Of course, it started back in 1999. And I think the sequel came out in 2013. If I'm not, it came out in 2013. So years later. But I do think it's a well-rounded story from the beginning to where it is. So even when it came out a couple of years ago. Well, yeah, a couple of years ago, when they did the Best Man final chapters, which even with that, I think they left it open enough to that if they wanted to pick their story back up, they could. Fingers crossed that they do. In my opinion, I know everybody don't feel the same way, and that's fine. And that's fine. But what was we fit to? Oh, we also want to make sure we shout out the podcast that we have gone through because me and Jazz have been going through quite a few different podcasts here recently. We want to make sure we shout out all of them. We went on Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends. I did an episode, Jazz did an episode. If I'm not mistaken, I think we've had y'all intertwined with them at some point on something. No, neither one of them.
No.
I've never met the
Damn,
Talking
that's
Ish people.
It's on my
crazy.
2025 list.
Damn.
Thank you
That's
for keeping us
crazy.
in mind.
They've been
Yeah.
on different episodes, so my
Yeah.
bad, y'all. My bad, but I thought
all
y'all
good.
did. I was on the Brick Wall podcast with Dave, which we did Mean Girls. Two black men,
Real.
of course. B was on there as well. Yeah, we getting into it. We were getting into it. We did the Council of Creators with the Chainsaw podcast this month as well. So we've been working, we've been getting into it, but I'm gonna pass the rock to Jazz and I'm gonna let her take us through this journey of this Best Man Holiday.
Yes. One film, or I'm gonna say a franchise, because you had two films and then you had the final chapters. I'm not sure if anybody else would agree, but I honestly feel like this franchise might be one of the best Black franchises that we have.
It's the best franchise ever.
Okay.
I definitely agree.
Yeah. I mean, and I will also say the cast has aged like fine wine. All of them.
Beautiful.
All of them.
Beautiful.
So I was excited we decided to do this. We also did the final chapters. So y'all check out those episodes. I believe it was episode 54.
Wow.
I don't remember. But yes, we did both of those chapters and woo, we got into it. So
Some
it's
real
glad that
talks.
we was able to come back to this right here.
Okay.
But Lisa, I want to start with you with this opening scene. We see a flashback of the things that happened because from the first movie to the sequel, it was about 14 years.
Yeah.
So we got to see where all of our characters were. So like when you first saw this and the transition of where they were, what they went through and where they're at now, how did you feel?
I thought it was done wonderfully. It was a great way to remind you where they were and then carry on what's been going on in their life. So we're up to speed. And it's not this crazy exposition dump. They did it so smart. And with just a few images and videos, boom, caught you up to speed, got it, understood. I'm right here with you. I'm ready to go. And I saw this in theaters.
Ooh.
I didn't.
Me too.
Ooh.
I don't remember if I saw this in theaters or not.
The right crowd.
I didn't care to go watch this in theaters, and I watched it on TV. I'm like, why didn't I go in the movies and see this?
It was so good.
That sounds anti-Black, Jason.
You know what?
You know
might
what,
be right.
Jazz? I wasn't gonna say it. You know what I mean? I was just
It's
thinking,
okay. It's a safe space and it's a holiday season. So it's best for us to go ahead and be truthful with each other. Jason, that's anti-Black. Especially since you are a moviegoer and you bash me for not going to movies like that. For you not to see Best Man Holiday is very anti-Black.
It was my mama. This is mama's generation, though.
Oh,
You know
so
what I'm
now
saying? Like
now you blaming the parents.
It is. I was 23 when the movie came out in the theaters. Nigga, I wasn't checking for this.
You weren't grown? Chappell,
He's wrong.
did you see this in theaters?
Oh, but I'm not a moviegoer. I don't go to the movies. So like I didn't see none of these movies in theaters. I will stay at home and bootleg
So
movie
you're
in a
a
heartbeat.
Klan
I'm a pirater.
member.
A pirater and a thief. Both of those things. I am not going to pay for a movie that I could go get online. And this movie was in 2013. I think I saw the first one on UPN. Let's not get it to my movie track. Okay. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo. Damn, that threw me for a loop. Okay.
This is a safe
All right.
space in the holiday season, and we're gonna speak the truth here, okay?
I did
That's
say
what
that. I
somebody
did say
said
that.
that. A wise
You-
woman just said.
You did say that.
Okay. Brandon, did you are you a Klans member, anti-black, or are you
safe
with
space,
Lisa
safe space.
and myself that support these black projects?
Remember this,
I
Jazz.
I
I'm coming for you.
definitely want to support. I will say, I am a pirate and a bootlegger too. But when it comes
talking
to
about?
certain movies and certain things, I feel like I have to go and show support.
Right.
That's
We
how
support
they
civil
get
rights.
paid. That's how
Yeah,
they get
civil rights
paid.
and wrongs. Okay, civil rights and civil wrongs. I'm down for that.
Oh,
Okay. I went to the movies to see this.
okay, good. Whew. All right, so the ladies did what we needed to do.
Yeah,
Fellas.
No, yeah, I mean,
Clearly.
typically the women do, but I supported on Peacock when they dropped the show final chapters though. I didn't bootleg that.
I ain't watched that on Peacock either. Look, Jazz, here's the thing. Let's talk about
You
why
know-
you went to the movies.
Right.
Let's talk about why Jazz went to the movies to support this. Was it the beautiful black cast? Probably,
It was
because
Morris
Jazz,
Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut, and all them abs up on that big screen. I know you was in there with your feet propped up.
First
No
off,
shoes on in the middle of the winter.
Right. Cold outside.
all right. So I don't know how we got to this aggressive
No, you
space.
wanted to talk about it. You
Barefoot and
wanted to talk
pregnant.
about
I just don't
Because-
understand.
I didn't even bring up my lust for Morris Chestnut in this movie, but I will say, oh my God, listen, Mia, I get it. I mean,
Do you get it? Do you get it though?
Do you
Lisa, what you got?
Okay.
Lisa's like, niggas.
All right. No, I feel like Jazz is about to get mad at me. So
Oh Lord.
I have never found, outside of Terrence Howard, any of these men that attractive.
And you gonna say Terrence fucking
What?
Howard?
Terrence
You gonna say
Howard.
Terrence
Somebody,
fucking
look,
Howard?
somebody's
My
listening. They're like,
God.
colorism.
Oh my God.
Terrence Howard is fine though. Jason just hates him.
Terrence Howard is fine, but I like chocolate. That's okay.
So what's funny?
You're not chocolate.
What's funny about that is like pretty much most of my life, what I really went for was like light skin, and I ended up marrying a very chocolate man. So I came
Look
home.
at you.
All
Look
right.
at sometimes
Black
they say
love.
you gotta sometimes you gotta switch it up. But I will say, Jazz, this is on here as much shit as I give Terrence Howard and much beef I have with Terrence Howard. I do feel that Quentin was created for that man. I do think
Yeah.
I think that is his best role to date.
Yeah.
I
do
think
agree.
Quentin was created for him. That man, like that role there, like he from top to bottom, that nigga kills it, and he has that little, all his comedic timing is on point. All his when it gets very tense, he's always the person that can play that role well. And when it comes to getting the words of wisdom when the person needs them, he's the one that's gonna deliver them every single time. So
Yeah.
I appreciate him for that.
It's because this nigga barely acting. He's just being himself. This is Terrence Howard as Terrence Howard. The only difference is ain't no Asian women around. But for the most part, the man is just being himself.
Yeah,
The
that's
words of
true.
wisdom might be a stretch, but everything else is a scummy dude. It's a scummy dude. I'm sorry. He just showed up on set and they said we don't need a character. Just let Terrence Howard walk around. It'll be all right.
So Chappell, you think his character was the scummy one out of the friend group?
I mean, not the scummy. I didn't say one.
He's not the scummy. We're not the friend group.
It's a scummy group of friends, y'all. I'm not saying that there's a one scummy person. Listen, there's enough scum to go around.
No, okay.
I
But let
will
me-
say I
but
agree.
let me-
I
but let-
agree with that.
Okay.
It's only two
I do agree.
scums.
I
It's
agree
only
with
two
that. I agree
scums.
with the fact that he plays his role as himself.
Yep.
Quentin is Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard is Quentin. I do agree with that part. I'm not gonna say he's scummy, but
I
I am Iron Man.
I can't agree with him being scummy because he never seemed to hide the fact from these women that he's a player. He was always very forthcoming.
That's
It
true.
wasn't like he was dipping and dodging and trying to be like, he a hoe, but he's not scummy. Does that make sense?
We
Like,
don't, yeah,
you know what I
we don't
mean?
shame hoes.
and
It's
he
okay.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause he'll shame a hoe in a minute. It was your
And he-
brother that married the stripper.
And
Right.
we know he a hoe.
Ew.
Like I think he was the most transparent out of the friend group.
Always.
And I feel like Harper was on the opposite side of that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he was the scummy one.
Yeah,
But I feel
Harper
like,
is the
again,
scum.
I feel like just because
Harper's the
you
scum
are
of the dirt.
transparent about your scum, that don't make you less scummy. It's like, yeah, I'm a scummy dude, and y'all like,
You right.
oh yeah, like I see it. Hey, at least he true about it. It's like he's still doing scummy things, y'all. He's still doing.
I mean, but
scummy
now,
things.
so now in it's you got me defending Terrence Howard.
I'm
You-
curious,
hey.
like Chappelle, what did he do for real?
What
Thank
did
you.
he
He
do?
did.
I mean,
And so Terrence Howard didn't do anything in this. Only thing he did was he was petty. But I feel like his whole thing was Harper was being a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
We can admit, like, why would you, like, you had sex with your man's girl when she needed somebody, and you used the one. And like I said, and you wrote a book about how good she was when she, like, I mean, I want a nigga I would like a woman to write a book about me, but not like but I wouldn't go to, so I'm gonna go to my best friend, girl about no, no, it wouldn't have been a situation. But he feels so determined about this. He wrote a whole book about it, and they thought they weren't gonna he thought the people weren't gonna read the book and figure out you didn't even take the details out. You could have lied about a whole bunch of stuff.
But Jason,
I can't even.
that story sold a lot of books.
He could have sold a whole bunch of books without putting her
no, he
details
couldn't.
in the book.
No, he couldn't, because look at what he's done since then. Nothing. The man cannot actually sell a book. How about that?
Right. See what happened when you do some stuff like Harper? You create a bestseller.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say that. I feel like maybe the book maybe led him to bad karma for a little bit, because he came back on top. He's a good writer. He came back on top after he was able to do Lance's biography.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he's obviously a good writer, and that book sold even more than his original book, which put him back at the top. So
Yeah.
he's good at what he do, but he didn't have to put up. I feel like the fact that he's good at what he does, he could have put more of a spin on it instead of making it completely non-fictional. You could have made it a little bit fictional to where other people didn't find out they were talking about you and your friends.
I don't think he's that good of a writer, because I think, like, yeah, if you go
Did
to
you
the
read the
final
book?
no, that's why. Well, you think I would read it if I thought he was a bad writer? No, so here's the thing: in the final chapter, we find out that this Lance book, goes well for him, right?
Mhm.
But here, he's fired from NYU. He cannot sell the book. He has nothing to talk about, and he doesn't even have anything to talk about writing wise until he gets back on the same page with Lance. Lance's story is what this man has been selling for years. Okay, his story about his wife and all that stuff put Harper on the map the first time, and now he went back to Lance again as his muse to get him on top the second time. He is using his friend's stories to get on top. But as far as writing a good book, I have yet to see him do something that didn't have to do with everybody else's life.
But isn't that what artists do though? They have a muse.
Again,
They
his
use
muse is his other people's
muse
lives,
for their
but it's
art.
his best friend's lives. Is all I'm saying.
Lisa, what you got?
I think you are confusing with him being a good writer with him not having his own ideas. You can be a good writer, but not have like your own creative ideas.
That's fair. That is fair. That is fair.
I agree.
And he was pulling he was just pulling from his life. And it was like in the book that he wrote was about his four friends. It was four friends, but within that story, he wrote about him having sex with his best friend's girl.
Listen,
in that.
No,
you could have that could have been anything. You could have made that anything, because everybody the entire time everybody thought it was Jordan. You could have took details and made it about Jordan. It didn't have to be about Mia.
No,
but he smashed Mia. He didn't smash Jordan.
And he's not creative. So like you said, he had to go. He's not creative. He can write it down, but he got to go find some real stuff to talk about. Okay,
he
that's
messed
what it
up.
was.
I would have blatantly said, "Hey guys, I wrote these characters based off your personalities, and took liberties with the story." That's how you sell it. That's what you say.
Nah,
you throw in a couple of Trojan horses here and there.
But it wasn't that. It was the details of when they had sex that Lance remembered. He was like, wait a minute. These are the things that this woman does with me.
That's the story she make with me.
This isn't her. This ain't her. This is my woman.
Thank you.
I just feel
Nah,
like I feel like
not
I
how she
feel
was
like
doing it. Not how
I
she was
feel
doing it. Lance was a hoe. Lance was a hoe and stopped and went to church for this woman. Well, he probably was already. He probably was
No,
always
he's
God
already.
fearing. However, he cut all that off for her. Well, I guess no, he didn't,
He did
because
not.
No, he
that's why
didn't.
she went on. Oh my lord!
Exactly.
well,
Oh
Exactly.
my
even
lord!
though Mia was wrong, we have got to get out of the narrative in general of women having to go through a whole bunch of BS from a man just to be valuable. Because we're not going to sit here and act like Lance wasn't really, really a hoe. He admitted he slept with other women over and over and over again. The ego got hurt because his bitch slept with his best friend.
So I got a
She
question.
could
Okay,
have
okay.
chose 100 million.
Look, I got a question for y'all, and I've asked, me and Jason have had this conversation before.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the biggest villain out of the situation? Lance, Mia, Jason. Let them answer first. Lance, Mia, or Harper? Lisa, I'm going to start with you.
Okay, now the original situation.
Shit, all of it is the original situation. That's what everything stemmed from.
We actually haven't talked about this movie yet. We're getting there.
I'm gonna
Not
say
you
Harper.
thinking about it.
I'm gonna say Harper.
Chappell.
It's Harper. Harper is the actual villain here. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Randon, who you got?
Harper.
Boom. Jason. What's your
I'm
answer?
not gonna. Everybody's a villain, but Harper's the biggest. The biggest.
If I'm being real, yes, it's definitely Harper. Harper is the big. He hit it and wrote a book about it. Nigga.
Well, that, and he didn't have anything to gain from it. Yeah, well, he didn't have anything to gain from it. Like Lance was out here being a hoe, and that's a villainous thing to do. His wife got her lick back, which is a villainous thing to do. But Harper, why are you around? Who invited you to this party? Oh, well, Mia needed comfort. So you had to be the comfort, and she chose me. She chose you. So you just giving up the draws because your best friend's girlfriend came to you. It's like, sir, you didn't have to live this life. Let them two worry about their relationship together. You could have stayed out of this. Then you wrote a book about it and got famous off of it. Then you came back to double back and get famous off this man's family. Harper, to me, he is the most villainous of that group, but they were all doing scummy things.
Yeah, he was the opportunist because his career path wasn't going the way he expected it. But as you just pointed out, Chappell, in this movie, Robin career was beginning to take off. And at the end of Best Man, he chose to engage her, which left Jordan in the background, which I don't know why him and Jordan just won't do their thing. I've never understood that. I don't understand. That. You don't want him to be with Jordan? Why not?
No, because Jordan is very driven in other ways that Harper is not. I feel like Harper would bring Jordan down.
I don't think so.
No,
I think she pulls out the best in that man.
Sometimes.
All the time.
Sometimes, because I honestly, the little things like the fact that when they were in the house and he's in the house, his woman's pregnant, and you still doing sneaky stuff just because it's Jordan. Like, people that had that type of character already, until they learn to change that for themselves, they not good for anybody. And I wouldn't even want that for Jordan.
But what was he doing sneaky with Jordan though? I feel like they were in the house with family. Everybody in the house is family. We all friends. You got some, Jazz?
Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that Robin didn't know he was trying to do Lance's biography, but Jordan did. I'm sorry, that's crossing the line.
She walked up on him and got that information.
Jason,
he didn't just give that to her.
But Jason, remember, she also read Harper's book that even Robin hadn't read.
Mm-hmm.
And then you over here kissing his forehead in the kitchen?
Exactly.
Okay, he could kiss her forehead. She got cancer. Stop it.
No.
First off, I'm talking about Jordan, Chappell.
No, Jordan.
But that was his. But he knew Jordan was his.
Right.
But Jordan was his best.
Hold on, Jason.
Jordan was his best friend, though.
Jordan was his best friend that had sex with him. All bets are off. That is his wife, and that is his ex that he had. Well, not even his ex, but his ex-sex buddy.
But I mean, But I mean,
The
and that's it.
respect.
But was it? But in that situation, what's supposed at that point? What is it like? Hey, now that I have chosen to get engaged with this woman. Now, Jordan,
Mhm.
you're out of the friend group. Well, Jordan was in the friend
No,
group. He doesn't
No,
control that part
Jordan
because
didn't
he
have
was
to
cool
be
with Mia.
out. He obviously knew that he was wrong, or he wouldn't have been doing all the sneaking. He knew.
yeah,
Him and Robin have had these talks before in order to make Robin more comfortable, especially when she's 9 months pregnant and you doing all that in the house. He didn't have to do all that. He could speak to
yeah.
Jordan freely while all of them are together. But instead, you
Mhm.
wait until everybody sleep in the middle of the night to go and see Jordan while she's sitting down and
That's
y'all.
not, but that's
No,
not true. He didn't
that's
sneak. He didn't
not okay.
sneak off. He was in the
But
kitchen. He was writing. He was
And he was
sketching,
whispering.
and she pulled up. We in the house. Everybody sleep. What we yelling for?
I think he just needs to be transparent to his wife about his interactions with Jordan overall,
Yeah.
right? The fact that
Yeah.
she read the book, and like if Jordan walks up and and she knows now about the Lance thing, immediately, the next time you get a chance, hey wife, here's the things. Jordan knows these things. Because I think that's the thing. Harper is known for being so duplicitous and moving in the shadows and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so it's like for her, she already probably like, dang, it's hard to trust this nigga. And then especially whenever Jordan come around because he's always trying to hide the nature of their feelings. Because like you said, Jason, they got some chemistry. It's still there, but
It's
she ain't
definitely
blind. She
there.
see it too. So it's like,
It's
why are you
definitely.
always laughing and kick in with this lady? And then whenever I ask you, nothing's going on. Like you think I'm boo boo? Like you could. I've heard these words before, obviously. So I'm just saying it.
Let it out.
I'm just saying I see what's going on. That's all I'm saying.
No, okay. No, he had his window. Remember when I think they had just gotten there and she mentioned, it's good that you're not trying to do the book thing. That was his time to say, well,
Yep.
actually, Robin,
Yeah.
I really want to do
Mhm.
it. And then that could have been a conversation. Even if she didn't agree with it,
She
she
told
would know.
she told him to
Right.
let it go, and he
But
was.
he can
I mean, but
still
it
tell her.
but it
No,
but it
no,
was but it was a thing
no.
of him just. No, I'm not going to disagree with that. But in that situation, she knew about the thought. He had told her, but she had fell asleep when he initially tried to tell her. So now why I didn't come back up in that situation, I don't know. But she was like, whatever that idea you got, I think you should leave it alone.
Mhm.
But in that same exact situation, let's talk about Robin ass. Robin's pregnant. She should be on bed rest. She's still moving around, and he keeps saying the same. He's saying the same thing the doctors are saying to her. He was like, "Hey, I understand that you like working and you like doing XYZ, but baby, we need to calm down. We already lost a kid trying to have a baby. Can we chill?" And she's still working, regardless of how he feels about it. It's not even a conversation. It's like every time he says, she shuts him down. So what's going on there? If it's the same exact thing in his situation, she told him to stop, he didn't. She told him to stop, she didn't. So it's a whole thing of push and pull in this relationship.
Yeah, I mean, but her issue with him is that he's sneaky. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I told you not to do this, and you went ahead and did it behind my back is one thing. But like her being like, I'm finna cook, and he like, you should not be cooking. That's just a disagreement. Now, if he show up and
Right.
he like, damn, you out here running and doing jumping jacks and stuff, and you pregnant, like that's when y'all be like, that's a sneaky thing too that she would have, So and then that situation with the baby, of course, that's obviously very touchy because she don't want to feel like it's her fault. He don't want to feel like it's his fault. But then they also are trying to like not blame each other. So when he's like, the doctor said, you stay off your feet. Maybe if you stayed off your feet last time, we have a baby already. Like that kind of stuff is really getting to her too. So I'm not a Robin apologist by any means, but like I think her problem with him being sneaky is very valid. Like everybody knows he's sneaky. Like hell, if Quentin got you looking bad, then what are we doing?
Hold on, man. Don't talk. Quinn ain't did nothing. Quinn ain't did
Quentin
nothing.
has done nothing.
Quinn ain't did nothing. He ain't
Okay,
did.
y'all gonna get enough
Well, I mean,
with defending Terrence
he
Howard
told the
types.
truth. He told the truth. He's
Yeah,
very
but that
petty. But that's
the
what
truth.
he did. He set
Was it his
everything
truth?
free.
Was it
No,
his truth?
it's
Listen,
everybody
Okay.
else's truth.
All right,
we
cool.
he was just putting the mirror up to his friends for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like who asked him for that?
But the thing is, Chappell, how many friends
Everybody needs
ask
a friend like that.
exactly?
Oh, really?
Everybody needs
hold
a
on,
friend like
pause.
that.
Yo, pause. Everybody needs a friend that will remind them over and over and over again that they best man had sex with their wife.
Well,
didn't do
no,
that.
I mean,
it's
look,
a way of humbling somebody that's doing too much.
he was
Again.
petty.
Yeah.
Look, he could be a good friend and also be petty.
No, the first
But-
movie, yeah. No. Here's the thing. The first movie, he did a lot of that because honestly, again, regardless of how you feel about Quentin, whether you think he's scummy or not, he's not one for secrets. He's very forthcoming. So this
Mhm.
huge secret I'm having to hold this for you, and on top of me having to hold the secret that you have, you got on your high horse, judging me, judging this. It's got so much to say. And
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be slick and throwing stuff here and there to remind you where you're at, sir. We're here. We're not here.
If I marry a stripper, I don't need my friend reminding me that you married a damn stripper, dumbass, and we still married. That's my wife.
Chappell, hypothetically,
your wife was a hoe.
He telling him the truth, but at the same time, he still protected him because he broke that phone.
Yeah.
All right.
Because he was
on that. I'm gonna interject on that for the simple fact Quentin had that video in his phone, and it was easy to access. There was no way Shelby should have opened up your phone and it saw Candace ass in there.
Why are you watching a video of my
page.
wife stripping? Why are you watching a video of my wife, dog?
He gave it to him though. He can't.
Right.
Why are you still watching it?
He did.
I mean, I met her as a stripper. What did we do with Meg now? She was a stripper. It's the same
wasn't
time.
my wife.
I don't think he was saying it like as a dig at Merch. I think he was telling him like Merch's like, I can't believe this is happening. He goes, but dog,
you married a stripper, so what you mean?
But why are you watching? Why are you carrying? Why are you carrying and watching the video of my stripper wife though? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reason this got out is because yeah, but why you didn't delete it? Why do you still have it? Why can Shelby find this on your phone?
He was curious. He wanted to see it.
Okay, look,
that's your friend.
I do have a question. We're gonna get to Merch. But looking at society today, how many kids in 10 years gonna be like, I seen your mama on OnlyFans? It ain't even gotta be 10 years for real. Because they're gonna be doing a lot more than Candace for real.
It's already happening.
So I'm just like, if somebody just be like, oh, she went to a back room, they be like, we ain't see shit. But now today, kids gonna be like, nah, dude, she took that whole thing to the mouth. So it's probably gonna be a lot worse.
Why are you like that?
What you mean?
I mean, a lot of their mamas like that behind closed doors.
I mean, there are already stories of like that kids getting bullied and made fun of because their other kids found out their mother's doing OnlyFans. And the real sad thing about that is that technically only 1% of those women even making good money. Everyone else making like $300 a month. I'm like, shit.
Because on my mom, if I knew your mom was on OnlyFans, she in the top percent on my mom, I'm going in, bro. Your mom on there sucking dick for 3 quarters.
Don't it look like they all in the top percent? I was like, all of y'all can't be in the top 0.5%.
It's a lie. Chappell, it's a lot of the straight faking the streams. Right. They ain't making no money.
That's the lie of OnlyFans itself. They make the money off these women. They want you to believe that everyone is successful. Let me tell you something. Jazz, you guys know, I know, we have our own YouTube channels that we are trying to build up, trying to build our community. OnlyFans is the type of thing where I'm like, nah, nigga, no. I need to already have this established. I'm not trying to spend 3 years to build up to this. No.
Right.
I mean, that's the OnlyFans operates just like actual strippers. Like I lived in Atlanta. I lived in Dallas. I have friends that are
you've been in all the Meccas.
But
you've been in Houston too?
I have been in Houston. I didn't live there though.
Oh, okay. You dodged one bullet, but them other two, yeah, you was in the trenches.
But Randon, Randy, you know what the difference is though? There's a very small probable chance that children will get or their children's friends will get a hold of a video of their mom inside the strip club. Versus
now there's a little different. The only reason I say that is because I have people that I went to school with that are strippers and people I know at these strip clubs. And to make the money that you see these strippers making now, they have to post snippets on Instagram, on Facebook of what they look like. They tell people to come to the club and spend money. They have to promote themselves on social media in order to make that money you see strippers making now. The ones that don't are making $50 to $100 a month a night.
$300.
But they ain't even making that. They ain't even making that. Don't let them be in a hole in the wall. They ain't making nothing. They ain't making nothing.
I sell toe pictures. And I throw my stuff out there.
You sell toe pictures?
No, she just been promoting. She been promoting selling toes for 3 years. She 3 years in the hole.
Jason,
I like to support Black business, and I ain't getting no link or nothing.
Oh, Chappell, I didn't know. Now I know.
Chappell,
Chappell, you didn't go to the movies. You bootleg this. How you
Yo,
support
yeah.
black business?
Well,
No,
look.
he better not sit up here on our podcast talking about he bootlegging my toe shit. I'm be like, nah, Chappelle, you
If
can't
it's
come
out
back
there,
no
I'm
more.
gonna see it. Okay, I just know that. You better keep your socks on then if you don't want me to see it.
What is wrong with you? How you
What's
gonna
wrong
talk
with
about
me?
supporting black businesses, especially when you know the person? You know what?
I said I was gonna support you. I'm not gonna go to the theater, but if I can watch it from the crib,
Look, if my toes only get in the movies, oh, that's big. That's big time. You can go ahead and bootleg that. Everybody else in the theater's watching it. But
Them my toes.
yeah.
what you got,
Okay.
Lisa?
Toe picks is still something I can see. Okay. What I don't understand is how women were making money off farts. That I did not understand.
Huh?
Oh, you ain't know that, man?
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
girl.
wrong? Wait,
And
Yeah,
dirty
girl.
draws too.
wait. What?
Yeah. Well, actually, to be perfectly honest with you, Jason, the drawers make sense because back
It got something in it.
no, no,
right.
okay. Back when they were building up
I didn't keep them.
when they were building up the West, all the men, like it was mostly men, and they were like, we need some women, so they would actually come along and sell these dudes panties, and who became big at time? Madams became big business. They was running the West, running it.
I am in the wrong profession if people are making money off stuff like that. That is crazy.
You got
Do
some real
women make
farts.
draws?
Like what?
And farts. 'Cause
Real fart.
I'm
Real
just
as hell. But
I'm
no,
just saying.
let's talk about
I'm
merch.
saying if you can make
let's
money
talk about
with
merch.
little
let's talk-
stuff like that, that is
She
crazy.
was making money, like six
Yeah.
figures.
Well, merch needed $2 million.
Speaking of
And
merch,
here we
Jazz,
are.
your feet
Lisa.
got merch.
Just let it out
Lisa.
for free.
You said what?
I said,
Here we
speaking
are,
of
just
merch,
let it out
Jazz,
for
your
free.
feet got merch. You selling socks? Anklets?
Look, if
she
there's
said-
somebody out there that want to use socks, I got you. Like, I don't do the toe socks though, because it make my toes feel confined, like they in jail. I need like
Yeah.
the regular socks.
Say
I don't
that
like the
again,
toe-
but slower. Say it again, but slower.
Fuck you, Chappelle.
Oh.
Merch. Merch need his $20 million for his fundraiser because obviously a major
2 million.
donor is $2 million, right?
They didn't kidnap
2
Chelsea
million.
Clinton.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this? We are talking about one of the best Christmas black movies, and we have come onto the side of toe picks. I just love this.
We're pivoting back, Lisa.
I mean, you got
Yeah.
Shelby in this movie, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? She was feeling
Okay.
everything.
Let me tell you how over the years Shelby has become one of my favorite characters.
She is such a villain. Not as much as Harper, but Shelby is a villain.
Yeah, she got to redeem her. She got to really redeem herself towards the very end of this into the best man chapters, final chapters.
Yeah, she wasn't bad, and she wasn't evil in
No.
final chapters. But in
No.
this, it was just her being petty, like scold, and she see Julian doing well for himself. You know, that's typically how it happens. Men and women, they see somebody that they had, or situation didn't go well, and they're like, damn, why this nigga over me? Like, look at me, look at the money I make. I got XYZ. But I think she was just trying to get a dude that she did like him, I guess.
She fell away because I mean he left her for a stripper, right? So like that's supposed to be like some like saddest thing where it's like, well, that's a stripper and I'm me, right? But that's Regina Hall. Dear God, dear God, I would my entire family would just buy peace. This is it. Whatever she say. That lady just turned, bro. Did y'all see what she posted on her birthday?
I seen Nia Long post today. My God, in the skims. My God.
She turned 54, I think, or 55.
Stop it.
Oh yeah, they're all in their 50s.
Mid 50s.
And she has never looked better. I'm talking about God. I said this woman. Yeah, that's and then Jasmine was like, you want to talk about the best man holiday? I said, damn right, because I didn't watch it for no reason. I just happened to watch it yesterday for her birthday because
they had a video of all of them together a few months ago, and they all look just the same way they did in the movie.
I risked it all.
And the men just released a new liquor too. The men, the cast of the men released the
all right.
cognac.
I see the birthday picture.
No, she posted a video where she was singing a song about being old, and I'm telling you, she could have.
Wait, was she on a trampoline?
Yeah, of course she was on the
That was a
trampoline.
few years ago. That wasn't
No,
this
she
year.
just posted. She just posted
She
it
posted
again.
a new one?
A new one, yeah. Because she was
Okay.
like, "I'm I got good pussy." It was a whole thing,
What?
and I was like,
Chappelle
"Yeah,"
knows
and I
all
was
the
like,
words.
"Oh, what, dude?"
Did y'all know Regina Hall was a nun?
No.
Nah.
Yeah,
No.
she used to be a nun. Yeah, she was a
Oh,
nun,
yeah.
and she took acting serious again. And she
Mm.
got
I
back
feel
into
that.
it. But yeah, she was a nun.
Amen.
Jazz, no, you
Amen.
don't, Jazz. No,
Amen.
you
Nun
don't.
life.
Amen. Amen.
No,
Yes.
Listen,
That's a woman of
it might be
God.
none.
That's a woman
None.
of
that's what I'm
God.
saying.
None
You go
life
through a
on
whole
different.
class and everything. Yo, Jason,
Oh, I didn't need to know she was a nun. That even that made it better. Okay. We
get
here
it
now.
together. And
I
Chappelle is thinking
can't.
Sister Mary Clarence, but Regina Hall.
Yeah, but Regina Hall. Oh my God. I'm
But-
sorry. That woman could do no wrong. Whatever. Whatever.
How did y'all feel about this movie giving the characters, more so like the couples, their own storyline outside of the friend group? Because of course you had the things going on with Harper and Robin, the baby, and then you had Shelby and Q, their sexual tension. Obviously they've linked up a few times and it's all aggression, but then you have that question asked, is that his daughter? Which we don't get an answer in this movie, but we of course get it in the final chapters. And then Lance and Mia have their battles. And then of course Candace and Merch trying to get that money. And he's showing all the homeboys the video. I'm sorry, Merch, you shouldn't have done that.
Everybody showed
Like-
everybody, even the new white boy. He
The
talked
new
about-
white boy. He just
Right.
got here.
Let's talk about it, y'all.
He
Who
just
wanna go
got
first?
here. Lisa got something to say. I see you fighting
right,
the
right.
words.
Lisa's just like, she want to fight the air.
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, in a marriage, the idea is not only are you each other's support system and love, but you cover each other. You cover. And that wasn't you covering me, that was you exposing me. I don't care if somebody else posted that video. You didn't come in and cover me. You freaking exposed me. And even if I wanted in your like in your wildest, like the moment I'm thinking, wanted to give you some kind of pass, the dude is right. Even the homeboy said, should I step out? Like he knew
Right.
more than you. Are you serious? I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at March.
Yeah, it's coming. Somebody's coming.
Yeah. Chappelle, what you got?
I didn't need to show my people's the video. I could have just said y'all what it said. What I could have just told y'all. I would have been okay with that. Telling them, hey, it's this video. I'm not sure what to think. Da da da. Why we gotta?
I mean, it wasn't what I've seen crazy videos online. That wasn't the worst. I'm saying it wasn't the worst of what you can show of your wife. She wasn't doing anything that they hadn't already seen before.
They hadn't seen her go into the room to go.
That's
you
it.
know,
But
rock the
nothing. We
mic.
don't know what. We don't
money.
know what she did. We
Accept
don't know.
money.
We don't know what she
Accept
did when
money.
she went into the room.
Accept
Now we do
money
know
to rock the mic.
that she didn't do well.
No, he didn't say she doesn't do it well. He just said Shelby does it better.
And
She
then
sure did.
And then Quentin co-signed without.
Yeah.
He's like,
I
hell
mean,
yes.
I'm with Jason on this one. We saw her under the sheets. Tried when she was like, oh yeah, tell Candy what tell Candy what you want, and that man was not enthused. He was not enthused. He started a whole fight because she was down there playing around. He like, hey, rock the mic right, as they say,
acting like Dear Hughley's wife and the brothers.
No,
right.
Get down there and do it right.
He was in his head. Nah, he was in his head.
And she was on his head and wasn't doing the things.
That's not what it was. It's not because she didn't do it right. He was focused on that video.
Look, there's things that can distract you from the problems that you're having in life if it's done well.
He was sitting there and he had the nerve to come out and say, is that what you tell your customers? This ain't the first time she done rocked his mic. They are married.
If she was rocking the mic right, he wouldn't have been thinking about nothing else but the mic getting rocked.
So
no,
stop.
That's Regina Hall. She can have all of me.
I would have never said nothing. For me, if the head right, Jason the head night, that's what they saying, right?
But this is your wife who is on YouTube.
I mean, he loves his wife. She don't got to be the best at everything.
You can't do everything perfect.
She can't be great at everything.
So
she be a great woman.
Y'all thinking in that moment, the reason why he could not get hard is because she couldn't give head right, and not the fact that she got a whole video on YouTube.
What I'm saying is the movie alluded to both things. The movie talked about Shelby. It showed Quentin do the he had the Twizzler and then it lipped over and then they cut to Morris Chestnut's character and he said exactly. And they agreed in that moment that that's what the movie was alluding to for that. Then to cut to that, yeah, it's saying that there's a deficit in there in the delivery of what she's doing.
No, because you can't really put two and two together. They are actually married, so that means that they've been doing that a lot. They have been doing it a lot to the point where if she is showing in the scene that she's confused because he's not reacting in the moment, then it's not about it. It was about what was in his head. Because if she was used to that, if the fact that he just couldn't get it because she was trash at it, then she wouldn't have been so confused on why he wasn't reacting to her.
He was he was back around a real headhunter. So when he got with her, you put two bad bitches in the room with bad. Sometimes somebody gonna crisis look like you put ghost into
no. Because when he first met her as Candy, the stripper, there was nothing she could do wrong, and he
That's new. But that's a new car. That's a new car. Right. We 13 years into this new car.
Oh my gosh!
Right, and the new car got deficit. That needs upgrades. The new car needs
13 years.
Let
13
him
years
talk.
is a long
let
time.
him talk.
Listen, what you got?
Because it's inadequate for 13 years. What are we doing?
No. Okay, you are missing the whole conversation they had. They didn't say when did you get good head. They said who was the best. That's a whole different thing.
Who was the best you ever had?
Who was the best you ever had?
If you were to get married right now and you still thought about somebody in your past, it's always that one person in your past. People say it all the time. It's always that one person. And everybody be like, well, they
never.
No,
I don't.
Jason.
Jason. Don't you start me. Don't you start. Don't you start. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
I ain't gonna ask. I ain't gonna ask. I don't want to incriminate myself. I ain't gonna ask.
This is
we have had this conversation. Okay. Now I'm not saying nothing. All I'm telling him is we've had this conversation. He can't lie to me.
I see. This is offline response. I got you.
Yeah. It's a holiday season. But yes, the men are in the game room. They drinking and everything. I hear you. So I'm gonna keep going though, because it's probably something I want to. But one of the things that came up since Harper is on his search of trying to get more information on Lance for his biography that he's trying to write in secret because he ain't shit. They talk about principle and how you pretty much would round up what your principles are in 3 words. Do y'all have y'all principles?
Yes.
I have 4 cardinal principles.
Oh, because I said 3 and Chappell said, oh, I'm going to add an extra one. Lisa, what'd I tell you? I told you. Well, I say a number and folks just get more. It's okay, Chappell. It was 2.
Well, Jazz, my 4 were already outlined in the movie. Manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. As we
ain't gonna bark. Why you got that hat on if you're not gonna bark?
Who said I wasn't gonna bark?
Oh my God! Hell no! I'm
yes,
Hold up.
Manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift, as per the lines of this film. What were you saying?
Oh, horny ass! I had to mute her because goddamn it, what does she got going on? I'm
relax. It's for the viewers.
As per the lines of the film, manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. Thank you.
Thank you. Lisa, do you have yours?
Yes. My 3 are God, family, joy.
I like that.
Okay. Randon, what you got?
Love, happiness, and motherhood.
Hey. That's good. Jason?
I'm going to go with you first, sister.
I'm going to say success, independence, and faith.
Okay, Jordan face ass. All right, I got
Wait.
Not Jordan. Not Jordan.
I got
Jazz
God,
and Jordan in one podcast.
In patience.
You got what?
What?
God, family, and patience. Which Randy, you thinking? What you thinking over there?
Jason ain't got no kind of patience. So I don't know why you lying today.
I do got patience. I don't got patience.
That's a patient.
I say whatever on my mind, but I do have patience.
Maybe he's talking about the patience that everyone around him needs to have when conversing with him.
That's cold. That is cold.
Ooh.
That's cold. Y'all cold here. This is cold. I thought this was a family podcast.
No, you never thought that. You never thought that. But since we got the fellas having their conversation, we also got the ladies talking about that big black dick.
Right. See,
Yes.
look, the difference between men hanging out and women hanging out. Men over here talking about family and God and football, and women out here talking about where to put it.
No, that's not true because they was definitely
three
talking about
hoes.
Jordan.
No,
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
headmaster.
Right. And they over here talking about
That-
who Jordan almost linked up with versus, come on now, Chappell. We all saw the movie.
But you also got Shelby saying she pretty much proved, like, she was like pretty much showing you why she is that girl. Like she pretty much let you know in front of her peoples. That's just that's how she fellowship with thy mouth. Shout out to Shelby.
And ass.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
3
Oh,
hoes.
wow.
She's a bowling ball. I appreciate people like that.
She said, "Don't hate, emulate."
Emulate.
She sure did.
She did.
She sure did.
But did y'all like how they had different activities throughout this entire holiday event? And then as we were seeing them do stuff, you saw breadcrumbs of things like of Mia, to where I feel like the movie was leading you to something going on with her, because in the beginning, Harper's asking Robin, like, does Mia look small to you? Not a good question to ask your pregnant wife.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
question.
At the same, on the flip side,
Get it out.
the benefit with Harper is good at picking up on certain things. Like, he's good at picking up on things. So him just noticing certain stuff, but the bad part in it is everybody know you fucked Mia. So you being the one to point out these different things is going to make it seem away. It's like, why are you paying so much attention? It's like, it's not that. I just noticed certain stuff. So as he's saying it, it's not even a thing of him telling his wife. It's him coming to his wife and then her thinking of it in that way. Like, bro, come on now. It's not even like that.
I feel like he's an awful friend, though. Dear God, like it always has to be annoying keeping him around, because he's like, he gonna say the wrong thing. Like that's why I think him and Quentin are two sides of the same coin, right? Like they both gonna say the annoying thing that you don't want nobody to say, but Quentin knows what he's doing. Harper like, huh? Why is it bad that I said that to my pregnant wife? Why am I talking? The woman that's just like, I feel like I'm getting big. He like, yeah, but ain't the girl I cheat, the girl I slept with, ain't she getting skinny? Like, bro, read the room, damn.
Yeah. And it's funny that Robin didn't really see, well, I understand why she didn't really have too much of an issue with Mia, because that was Harper's past. She was with Harper when Harper was about to try to smash Jordan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
And Jordan knew about her.
Yeah. So I mean, so y'all would definitely agree that Robin's feelings towards Jordan during this movie was kind of valid. That awkward.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy that they have to interact. Like this lady actively tried to sleep with your dude, and like it's like, now let's go celebrate Christmas. It's like, all right.
I mean, which is more awkward, Mia
both?
Or excuse me.
I would never be in the same room with these people. Okay, these people are
it's kind of messy if you think about it, because Jordan and Robin, and then you have
Quentin and Shelby and Merch, and then you got Lance and Mia and Harper too. Oh no. This is drama.
Like Eskimo brothers and sisters all around for real.
I mean, but one of them not there no more, so it ain't gonna be awkward no more. So it's all good.
She was actually the glue that kept it together.
She was.
Said God corrected it.
That's it. God corrected it. Shout out to him.
I can't do it.
Don't bring God into this.
Everybody put God first. So God corrected it. Thank you.
Don't bring God into this.
First. Yeah.
God corrected it. I did correct.
Okay, I want to get this off my chest as well. When I was younger, it was interesting. I found it a little cute, and in my older years, I was like, "Oh, this nigga trifling. How are you gonna ask your girlfriend to marry you at somebody else's wedding?"
Right.
Yeah.
Right in front of the girl you was trying to smash. You ain't really even fully reconcile this relationship, and in front of a group of people. What you supposed to say?
Yeah. Right. No,
Yeah.
good
He
point.
Harper,
been up
was
there
sel- Harper,
laying.
Harper, Harper, Harper has been selfish, and he's been about what he wants in that moment. I don't even know what made him engage Robin. I feel like it was like
Honestly, I don't even know how they made it to the final
Like-
chapters.
Well, we see what happened after that.
Yeah, we
final
sure did.
chapters.
But I
Yeah,
do got
because that did not end well.
nah, that was definitely messy. But I do got something when I was watching this, and I was just like, I'm definitely gonna bring this up because I know Jason probably will, but you haven't yet. Why was Lance and Mia's kids like different
Okay.
they-
complexions?
and
Because
they
two of
removed-
them
and they
seemed
removed one of
mixed.
them.
We know Mia's be cheating.
Because
So maybe
Mia
they-
was with more than just Harper.
There you go, Randon. That's what I'm talking about, Randon. That's what I'm
Hey,
talking about,
Hold
Randon.
on.
We from the same
Are y'all
place. Could Mia
saying
be
that
cheating?
Mia cheated on him again and
We don't
had
know.
two?
I don't
It
know.
sounds
I
like
wouldn't
some
know.
allegations is being
I
thrown
don't know.
around.
Mia got a
I'm
weird
saying the
case.
possibility.
Why was she
I'm
still
just
around?
saying, you know,
She was
the
the wife.
possibilities out there.
one of them kids may be Harper.
Right. Oh
Did
God.
she
But
adopt?
even
Did she adopt them? Did they adopt any of them?
Yeah.
I don't know where two of them came from.
I think they
Got
did
a lot of
adopt.
kids.
Yeah.
They had. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I feel like you only talked about one pregnancy.
Did they say that they adopted?
Well, now
Y'all just making this up.
Lance talked about who did he talk about that was breached?
Oh,
Faith-
He said one of them
Faith was- Faith was breached.
Faith was breached.
Which one was that one? The black one with the
Yeah.
The youngest one with the little.
the one who Mia was tying her bow?
Mm-hmm.
That heifer is mixed. We saw her hair zoomed in. That was not if she had something. I just want to know
Your
what
ass
was
is
going
so
on for
funny.
real because you got two chocolate bars and you got
They
Like
fixed it in final chapters though. And
I'm
they
just
got rid of
trying
one
to
of the
figure
kids.
They
out
pulled a Fast
how
and the
they were
Furious.
off.
And they got Dominique. They got a new baby every time they come back around.
I was
Yeah.
trying to figure
Listen.
out how the kids were so well behaved because mine don't act like that.
because they got beat
Well,
a lot.
because them adults was acting a fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem. That one little girl had to go check on Shelby. Mama, does not feel like Christmas. Can y'all stop? This is ghetto. It's like she's not wrong.
That was a
She's
good
not
ass
wrong.
fight.
Don't feel like Christmas.
That was
Yeah.
the best scene in the movie.
I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, wait, which
That was a
scene?
good fight, though.
The scene where Shelby and Candace was fighting.
Because
Can't-
when
my
Merchant
baby
quitting in the
girl
back
popped
seat, the praying mantis, that shit was hilarious.
You know,
was
that-
waiting for the ladies.
Monkey paw.
No, when Quentin said, nigga, you need some money, nigga. You could-
Do you
Yo,
need some money?
if you
Do
could.
you need some money?
Yes.
Say,
Just do one
yeah.
thing for me. Call
Call
me
me
daddy.
Yeah, call me daddy. I said,
Call me
scummy
daddy.
nigga. Scummy nigga.
Call me daddy.
I will say though, because we are so diverse with our ancestry, that sometimes it is very possible for certain characteristics to get passed down from a great grandparent and show up later. It's possible. It's definitely-
That is very true.
DNA
all
has
four of
definitely
them.
proven it's possible.
I wonder how many
All
women use that
four to
excuse.
look
Oh, that's my
different.
great granddaddy.
That's what I'm
This
saying.
still your son?
Listen,
For all four of them to look different.
You don't need to
that's
take that
Mom, Dad,
test.
Daddy.
We not.
They got $20 for that test.
If it was two of them, maybe okay. If it's three, maybe four to all look different. Nah, she was.
Brandon, two of them no. One of them come out with pretty hair. You like, all right. Well, two hell in spades, two possibles can equal one.
Listen,
Mhm.
pull
They
it
got
up
the same
on Twitter.
daddy.
We
And
gonna
it ain't
look
Lance.
this DNA
we
Planet
all
Square real
we
quick. We
all
gonna recessive
understood
genes
why
over here.
Kendall look the way she did and had the hair because of her mama and the whole Dominican whatever she is. We understood where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch an episode of Maury years and years ago where it was two. Hear me now. It was two
Preach.
chocolate people. All right.
Chocolate.
And they had 3 kids. And the 3 kids were very medium brown. And Buddy was like, none of these are mine. They're not my skin complexion. And she's like, I promise you, they're yours. I have not gone anywhere. And then Maury did what Maury does. He's like, you are. And somehow he reads it to the point where you never know what he's going to say. He's so cool with it. He was the father of all 3 of them kids. And they did not look like him. They were not his complexion.
But they looked alike.
No, they didn't look like her either.
They
No,
like
the
their
kids
grandma
look like
or
each
granddaddy
other.
or something.
The kids look like each other though.
That
That-
check cleared.
That's what I'm saying. All 4 kids to not look like each other. No, she been sleeping with somebody else.
They fixed it in Final Child. I just think the casting for the kids wasn't the best.
No,
It wasn't there
In
in
this.
I
2013.
think that was casting, and I think it might have been stunt casting.
And
To get us talking, because it worked. There was a lot of think pieces and articles that spread the word. If anything, it was a very smart strategy.
I
Mm.
agree.
I appreciate them for fixing things like that now, because you have the tip because having the dark skinned family and then you just having 4 light skinned kids. I'm like, how did y'all get? How did we get here in these stories? Like a lot of TV shows and stuff like that, but now they kind of fixing it where the kid, because I mean at the end of the day, your skin tone, your hair texture, all they can change. Kind of like what y'all saying. It could be passed down from different parts of the family at any point, but a lot of it is, but ultimately a lot of that's not the rule, but sometimes there's an exception to it. So,
And we get a talent show in this movie. That actually might be the
My
best scene.
favorite part.
That might be the best scene. That might be a
Definitely
lot
the best
better
scene.
than the fight scene, because they killed that.
That is
I
the
want to
best
throw some
scene.
money.
and Mia, shout out to
Whoa. So I have a question for y'all. Get off of that negativity. Jason is over there. If y'all had to get a group of friends together, and Chappell, I know you're gonna like this one because you recently just did some karaoke. Saw it on your socials.
Okay,
Get a group
love
of friends
karaoke.
together. What song are y'all singing? I'm gonna start with you, Chappell.
Well, the video you saw, I believe I was doing International Players Anthem, and because that is one of my family. When we get together, I got a lot of cousins, and we all like siblings, all of us. Like you could catch me and the youngest one from my mama's sister's brother, like all that kind of, like we are. It don't matter. We're all like siblings. There's no break between us. It's weird like that. That's how my family get down though. And so every holiday or whatever, we will go and we will find some place for us to all go clown, and we be deep. I'm talking about it be 10, 15 of us, and they be bringing their cousins. Like, oh, that's my daddy cousin. Come on. You one of the cousins today too. And we gonna get on stage and we gonna perform together every time, loud and ghetto. We don't care. And so International Players Anthem is probably like our family song, but we did Get Low recently. My cousin was up there shaking. It was bad. I was like, girl, stop it. Yo, granny gonna see. It was bad. But we have songs that we do. I can't even lie.
Okay, that's dope. Randon, do you have a song?
I don't have a particular song I would do. No,
You
I
don't do
will
karaoke
say-
at all? Have you ever done karaoke?
I do. I love karaoke.
What's your go-to song?
Absolutely love karaoke. It depends. When I'm with my friends, a lot of times our go-to songs, it depends, always changes, but it's always the same group. It's either from Destiny Child or TLC. One of their songs,
Thanks.
always. But for most part, when I'm doing it by myself, I ain't really good at singing, but I like rapping. So as long as
You
it's
be
song
left
and
out?
rapping. Oh, I was left out for Halloween this year.
Yo.
Okay.
Yeah, real.
I like that. Lisa, do you have one?
So this is a 2-part question for me. All right. So first, I have only done karaoke one time ever. It was a few years ago.
in your life.
At a film festival. Don't judge me. At a film festival,
Too late.
a group of
We
2
listen and
friends,
judge.
and we ended up doing. They wanted to do I'm a Survivor, Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
And I said, as long as I can be Michelle, because she sings the least, she had the less to do with this. And I found that I don't love it. I hate it. So the other thing that the song that I would come out to do with them isn't even a female group song. All right.
Okay.
It is, I would go back in the day, pull out my love. Do you ever
Come on, soul for real. What y'all know about it? Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I would come out and do that. I would definitely go up and do that.
Jazz, you got a song?
Yeah.
She does.
So for me, if there's a gentleman in the crowd that wants to come on the stage with me, we're doing RL and Deborah Cox. We Can't Be Friends.
Hey,
I love
singing.
that song.
Listen.
Singing.
I mean,
Listen.
She be up there.
So
be
that
up
means
there.
if we was ever there together, then you would do my other favorite song with this same script, different cast.
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
We ain't did a music podcast.
Come on now.
We got to do,
Listen.
do something.
I love karaoke.
2025, we got a plan.
Like, I love me some karaoke. I'll slow it down. But if I'm with a group, I'm doing Angie Martinez. I think it was with Ladies Night that had the brat.
Oh yeah.
If I got like a group of homegirls, I don't know all the words, but we gonna figure that shit out.
You gonna figure it out.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Jason, what you got? Jason,
what?
Nah, go ahead.
So you know, I like to be the fool when I do it. So, what kind of man would I be? Mint condition. It's a group, but it's only one singer. I don't need them niggas doing. I don't need nobody taking my shine from me. But if we got a group of niggas and we sing, we can do on Bandit D by you know. But I'm one yay. I'm definitely one yay because I'm down on my knees.
Right. No, you know, I talked about when me and my cousins do our thing together, but when I go solo, I definitely be like, and I'm Cisco. You know, like you gotta know.
Cisco.
I'm Cisco. I'm doing in my bed. I'm doing I'm in bed every time. We're not making love no more. But listen, don't get me in there clowning. Get me in there clowning. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna post the video tonight on my Instagram story. Look,
did y'all see the Temptations on the Sherry Shepherd show today?
No.
My frat brother is a Temptation.
What's the nigga name?
His name is one of the recent ones. I don't know if they swapped him out yet, but his name is Larry Bragg, and he blind as a bat. You know, he is a Temptation for sure. Yeah, I think he got a Grammy or something like a couple years ago.
The nigga on the Temptation, he was born in 1990. I said, wait, how did you make the group?
I'm so confused. Wait, what?
They keep. Well, you know, that's the thing. Motown.
It's like the Harlem Globetrotters.
No, Motown owned the name. They didn't own nothing back then. So if we want to swap it out with Eddie Kendricks like they did, and they brought in Dennis Edwards to replace David Ruffin, they can do that as many times as they want. As long as they want the Temptations touring, the Temptations going to be 23 years old next year.
I'm just going to figure out which one is blue. I'm like, don't take that long way.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Jazz. That nigga is like 20. That nigga's in the group. He was on the Sherry Shepherd singing like Blue.
Is he in a wheelchair?
No. Oh my God.
Is he in a wheelchair?
Oh my God.
Wait.
And they sung Silent Night.
Wait. He was the young dude with like the high top kind of.
Yes.
He's the only young looking dude. Everyone else look.
Otis is there. Otis on their stage.
Otis is still alive.
Otis is still alive.
Otis.
He 83. He from Arkansas. They don't die.
You make him sound like roaches.
They don't die.
Look, you know people from Arkansas. Stop playing.
Yeah.
What's wrong with people from Arkansas?
They don't die.
Jason gonna be out here for years.
You ain't dead.
I'm from Memphis, dog. I didn't live I just resided. I reside in Arkansas now. I've been here long enough.
Randon, he from Texarkana, so he got the best. He got the best and worst of the two worst worlds. Okay, because I'm from Texas, and I will tell you, everybody I met from Texarkana, you gotta look at them crazy. You gotta watch them. Otis ain't going nowhere. He gonna be 200 years old soon.
I'm from Little Rock. I don't know nothing about Texarkana.
See, exactly.
I just had crack rock when I was living in there.
I don't know them niggas. I don't know exactly.
But everybody finds out about Mia. They trying to keep it a secret. So I will say, like, the tone of this movie changed a lot when everybody found out Mia was sick. And this is where I would just be like, everything prior to this, I was in a good mood. I'm gonna go ahead and stop and go to something else. Because then it just became completely sad. I hate they did my sister Mia like that. I know Jason is ready to flame her.
This is like when Thanos thought he had the stones. I was like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening.
How you gonna compare this to Thanos?
Because I had been waiting for like at least 20 years
for her to die.
Yes. From Players Club when she was Ebony, it was like the multiversal death of the universe. Who had not been waiting?
Players Club.
Hold on.
I had been waiting for.
I had mad at nobody that's been type cast.
I ain't talking about I ain't talking about typecast. I ain't
Typecast.
talking about typecast.
Ebony wasn't shit, and Mia really wasn't shit. Let's just be real. We just gotta-
So I love the actress, but the character though. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like the nigga that did the stuff to Ebony in the movie. Anything he die in, I'm rooting for that nigga to die. It's just what it's just what it is at this point in my life. So
Okay.
when it was time, I was like, yes, Iron Man snap. Get her out of here. Get Thanos out of here, because she is fucking up this family and everything else, this friend group. She is.
I can't really think of what I ever liked her in as far as not to say no, I'm not saying the actress is not good. I'm saying like what Jason is talking about is that he's holding this beef because Ebony did, she hold her, right? Like, like come on. So I really do feel like I was like, okay, well, what's the redeeming role Monica Calhoun has played? And I'm like, I'm struggling, y'all. Like I can't think of like the role.
I got one for you, Sister Act 2. She was a student with Sister Mary Clarence, and she was in Gangs of Roses. She was over here a cowgirl killing people.
That's an awful movie. And Sister Act 2 happened before the
He
Players
said
Club.
that's an awful movie.
She was in Pandora's Box. I think she cheated on her husband over. He was trying to kill her.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
Chappell, you didn't give me all these parameters until I started naming off movies.
I'm working through it with you. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't like
she was in New Edition too.
I'm trying. Who was she in New Edition?
I don't know. It's just on her category.
She was in Love and Basketball.
She wasn't good in it. She was trying to take Quincy. She the one that Quincy took to Burger King.
Oh. I'm just saying, Jason might have a point. I was not rooting on Mia's death, but I think this actress ain't done nothing that like makes me want to root for her when I see her in movies, because I think most of the time she be playing roles of people that I don't really care for in the movie, I guess. But Mia, I'm not like Jason. I wasn't waiting 20 years for her to die.
She wasn't bad as Mia.
So it's cool. It was funny. Like the first half of the movie, I'm watching it, I'm enjoying. I'm like, oh man, this movie is so awesome. Like, I'm like, man, why have I waited so long to rewatch this movie? And then the second half happened. I was like, oh, that's why I haven't been able to come back to this movie. I cried so hard. I woke up this morning with puffy eyes. And
you cried watching this?
Well, I cried too. I cried every time I watch it.
Randon, come
every time.
You be watching Moana though, so we don't even count.
Lisa,
first of all, Moana 2 was very, very good. I told you to watch it. You need to watch it. It was very, very. It did. I didn't cry. It got me in my feelings a little bit, but I didn't cry.
Really?
Lisa, my question for you is this is kind of what I started off with when people were talking about me coming in hot. Jason said this is one of his favorite Christmas movies of all time. And to me, the fact that Mia dies and like this in this movie and just like, and she is the glue of the friend group, to me, I cannot accept this as one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. Jason, I already know where you stand, baby. I know. I'm just asking.
Chappell,
I'm just asking. Am I crazy?
I'll raise you. I think it's his favorite Christmas movie because she dies.
Because she dies.
Oh yes. Call him out. Call him out.
Well, this is my favorite Christmas movie, and it ain't because Mia died. No, this is the reason why. This is why Jason invited me to the podcast, because I told him.
Your reasons are pure and just. You know,
it's a good movie. You got fun. You got family.
But
you got death. It happens.
You got death.
It's life.
Brandon, talk me through it. So Christmas. When you think of Christmas cheer, your first thought is Mia dying from cancer.
No. My first thought is being able, like, because I think I love this movie so much because, like, without the toxicity, I like the idea of being able to have that friend group that you can literally just spend time with. It's like a merry friendsmas. Like, you don't have to worry about all the extraness that comes with a lot of family. And it's just a good time. It's like a real good time. You could talk about whatever.
I hear you. The only reason I'm gonna push back is because there's so much toxicity. This friend group
It
cannot do
is.
those things that you said they do. You know what I'm saying? It's like they cannot sit around and talk about anything. They are fighting. They are physically fighting each other. They are sleeping with each other's exes. This friend group is a effing mess. And so for me, I'm like, I like the idea of the blackness of this movie. I like the black actors. I like the black excellence we're getting. I like that we like the new edition moment is amazing. If I had
But they
more of
still
that,
love each other though.
but
Yeah.
do they? Do
They still love
they?
it.
They
I mean,
do.
but think about it. Think
Only in the
about like
last
these
scene.
little actions. No, not just the last scene. Think about the little actions. Like the fact that there were no words, right? Like Harper and everybody kind of looked at Lance when he was on the football field and they just had a look. And then all of a sudden they all knew, like, okay, we gotta go. It's obviously an emergency. Just based on the look of his face.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, like
real
he ready to go
love.
home. He ready to go back to Mia.
They
Let's
were
ride out.
running.
Like,
It was a hustle. It wasn't like
I
a,
love
oh, well,
that.
let's just go. Like, let's hurry up and go. We got to hurry up and get home. We need to go. We can't, And then on top of that, it was the same, even with the fact that they were kind of going back and forth. That scene where Robin, she seen Jordan going through it because Mia was dying. And she was going through it by herself. Robin didn't have to say anything to her. She didn't have to try to console her in any way, but she still did. It was love shown throughout the whole movie. Now, it may be really toxic, but there was love there.
But I mean,
So,
Yeah.
but in
I'm
every
I'm
Christmas movie, the shoe has to drop. There is something that people are trying to get together. A death, a nigga done left the family. People trying to get over it. Every movie, even in Home Alone, this nigga was abandoned twice. This nigga got abandoned
They should have
twice.
called
Hold
CPS.
hold on.
They should have
Look,
called
That's
CPS.
a different conversation.
Jason,
Yeah.
All right, all right.
we're gonna go to Lisa first, and then I'm gonna make a comment after Lisa. What you got, Lisa?
All right. I've been getting on Jason this whole time. I'm gonna give him a little bit. I'm gonna give him a little bit.
Why?
A little bit.
Why?
Why?
I agree that the thing about I would say that there are some toxic elements within this friend group, but I wouldn't consider this friend group toxic. And I would lean more into messy, but life is messy, friendship can be messy, family can be messy, which is why you see all that during Christmas, which makes sense. You get together for the holidays with your family, your longtime friends. Sometimes it's messy. That's the only
Yeah, just
I'll give him.
Name a Christmas movie where it isn't that. There's not a Christmas movie where you don't have that. Every one of them. Goddamn
Batman
Jazz,
Returns.
Jink,
The
nigga,
Santa
what?
Claus.
Wait, what do you
I said Batman Returns.
Right. He
Santa
was just
Claus.
fighting crime for real.
That's not a Christmas
It
movie.
is.
Whoa,
It's a
whoa.
Christmas movie.
Spoil
No,
what?
Not a
Excuse me.
It's a Christmas
movie.
movie.
It's not a
Stop it.
Christmas movie.
Stop
I
it.
don't give a
Stop it.
damn.
Stop it.
It's
I want to.
what did you say?
I want to
Randon?
piggyback.
It's on my list.
Wait,
The
hold on.
Santa Claus.
The Santa
I want to
Claus.
piggyback off of what Brandon said, because I definitely want to say, like, Quentin, when he was telling Harper after that whole blow up of being cussed out by Lance, he said, even after all of that, you're gonna get through it. We gonna get through it. So he was basically saying, like, regardless of whatever happens, we still friends, we still family. And I love how this movie shows so much vulnerability with the men.
Yes.
I loved it. When Lance came out, before he even knew that the guys knew about Mia, they was just watching him. And then that's when Murch went in for the hug. And he was like, I'm good. And it's like, bro, your wife is dying of cancer, an aggressive cancer. And I'm not sure if anybody ever dealt with a loved one that was dealing with cancer. That shit breaks a person down to where you see them going through that. It hits so hard. So I will say that's why this movie hit so close to me, because I've seen it so much.
Yeah.
To where I'm like, I've been in that situation to where it's just like, you want to say, God, why is it on this person? Especially when it's somebody that's so close to you. You just like, why them? When you have so many trash people in this world, why are the good ones getting this disease? You know what I'm saying?
You
So
sound like Jamie Foxx now. But I do appreciate them. I do appreciate that part of it too. The part of it always being about Lance's faith. So everything kind of goes back to that, whether it was the first one, him being able to marry this woman. Now it's him being able to let go of the woman that he chose. And even in the last one, him having to accept his son. And every time it always goes back to his faith and what he has to believe in. So in this one, yes, him being able to understand that part was a big thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the part that made me cry more than anything when he broke down at the funeral. That
oh,
I was bawling. I was bawling. Like the way Harper held him, I was just like, no.
because you know what? He was the last one standing. Like we had seen everyone broken. Even Quentin was in the service breaking down, and Kennedy came over. We saw everyone else break down but him. And the way, oh my God, the way they shot it, the way they had the close up of his hands, like like that whole release, like I'm about to let go, the buckling. Oh my God, I thought he was gonna fall into the grave.
I thought he did.
That's what he should have did. Tyler Perry would have said, "Jump in the coffin." Jump in that.
Pull the baby. Pull
him in the coffin.
Out of the coffin. Pull her out of the coffin. Prop her up
Tyler
against
Perry
the coffin.
would have definitely.
I guess
that would have been cold.
I guess we can't have a conversation without bringing in Tyler Perry, huh?
Ugly ass cry, man. That shit wasn't even said. Oh, that shit wasn't said.
Jason, who has pretty cries?
I got a sexy ass cry. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Cause you cry all the time, nigga. You be probably practicing on that shit. Jason be like, nah, I don't like this.
Jason, you be crying in the mirror. If you be crying in the mirror,
Jason be crying all the time
in the shower.
It's so dramatic.
I don't cry in no shower.
Looking out the window
nigga.
when it's raining, crying.
You know what you do. I want to see. I want to feel the tears.
It's my allergies.
He looking out the window and it's raining in the car. Just gonna start crying for fun. The music, the right song came on. Yeah.
I'm about to pod. Let me cry real quick. Let me see how I look.
I like this movie because they like y'all highlighted it so perfectly. It's like Lance's faith is so strong, you know what I'm saying, throughout, no, regardless of all this other nonsense, man, when it came down to it, man fell to his knees and he prayed, you know what I'm saying? And so the scripture here, I mean, the script here says that, faith, was breached, okay? But for Lance, faith was not breached, okay? That baby faith was breached, but this man's faith, was never breached, okay? Can I get an amen? There, you see it. That's clever writing, okay? This is one of them Lee brothers. Who was it? Malcolm Lee, not Spike, the other one, okay? This is a word, baby. That's why we said it's one of the best franchises, the black franchises, baby, because they said your faith was not breached, not in this moment, Mother Mia is not with us anymore, but she is present.
Praise to God.
In the land of the Lord, baby. That's a whole different, because her death brought them back
land of the
together.
Lord.
Okay, her presence their death brought them back together. Okay, back together.
Said y'all need each other.
When they need each other. Okay, that lady was an angel. Jason was just
Harper
praying on downfall.
And Harper asked him in that hard moment,
Yeah, he was like, "You good?" He's like, "Yeah." And Harper knew when he turned around. He was like, "I gotta go get my boy. I gotta go get him." But I got a question for y'all.
And Mia knew.
She knew the whole time. She knew.
Yep. Friends that.
That's what
Harper.
That's because Lance talks. That he talks like people think that just because a lot of people spew out certain hate when they have certain feelings, the more you talk about a person, even over years, you're obviously projecting that hurt. You know that person hurt you, but you love that person. You love that person like they your person. So of course, like she knew, like when I'm not here, he's gonna break down and he's gonna need somebody that he really cares for. Even if that person really hurt him, he's gonna need that person.
Yeah. Who do y'all think had a better wig reveal or wig removal? Mia or Annalise Keating?
Annalise
always.
She looked.
You see, she asked for that to be in. You see, she asked for that to be in the show.
Yeah, I did see that.
I said, "Why'd you?"
No, we need to see that because we were like, "Oh shit, we needed that." The fans needed that.
Okay.
Look.
You know what? I take Harper back, man. Mia really brought these people together for Holiday to down them. Like that's kind of crazy.
Does that make her selfish? She's like, my last go round. Let's get it.
I mean, but like selfish in what way, right? Like her goal was to like she was actively trying to tie them all together. Like she had like one last. I guess
she was dying. That was her dying.
It was her Christmas.
Exactly.
Miracle.
She had 6 days left, and she was like, "Look, I'm gonna use my last 6 days to make sure that the friend group is okay." And I don't think that's selfish at all. I think they're like, yeah, they're all gonna be hurt, but they were gonna be hurt whether she died if they was there or not. So she's like, okay, at least this way I can make sure, if nothing else, y'all got to be here to support my kids and my husband. And so she talks to
Right.
the godmom, talks to Jordan, and she like, listen, you're their godmother for a reason. And then she talks to his best man and said, he's going to need you. He hates you right now, and he's still going to need you. Get it together. So this was far from selfish.
Yeah, I think that it may have seemed selfish in the moment while she was alive, but her actual intentions were selfless.
And the fact that she only knew she had it for a year, and they had been
Mm-hmm.
going through treatments and stuff, which is why I guess they didn't want to tell anybody, because they're like, maybe we can go ahead and get it out of here, and then just be like, oh y'all, I survived it, instead of telling people as you going through that battle. But
I don't
Yeah,
blame
my
him
mom-
because let me tell you something, you. Listen, words have power,
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta be careful what you say. You gotta be careful who you talk about, and who you tell your news, your business to, because that shit
Yeah.
in the
When my
ether, people are
when
listening.
my mom did her cancer journey, when she started her cancer journey, I never heard my mom say the C word, not one time. She would just be like, they found mass, they found, it was this, that was other, it was benign, they're doing a biopsy. Those are the way she talked about it, but she never once said I have cancer. She didn't want to wear that as a thing, right? The family wasn't like in the dark, people knew what was going on, but it was just like you said, words have power, and she wasn't willing to go and just give that power to cancer, because a lot of times that becomes your identity too. You're doing so
Right.
many treatments, and you don't want to tie that to you, because you're more than your journey with cancer and your fight with cancer. And so a year later she was able to ring the bell. You know what I'm saying? She's still here, she's
Amen.
kicking it. But but nobody's here forever. None of that is promised. And so it's like, yeah, I don't want to go out being known as like, oh, the person with cancer we all got to tiptoe around, we got to check on. Like, she was like, nah, I need help. Obviously a lot of us do, but like, we're not gonna just make that who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a disease and it kills a lot of people, and no one should be, put in a situation where they have to wear something like that if they don't want to. So I totally agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless you're
But
from Arkansas, right?
Yeah, well, they just don't die.
Oh, y'all good, then. Y'all.
Yeah, y'all good. Y'all good. Cancer don't
But
go to Arkansas.
I feel like we've been pretty much touched on a lot of the characters, but we haven't really shown too much light on Jordan and her bae. Was it Brian?
Brian.
B-Mac. No.
B-Mac. That's what she called me? No.
I'm like, Harper, you need to shut up, because you adding too much dip on that chip.
And that's the reason why his wife felt the way she did. Because he do too much. And you can tell it was just a little too much. You need to separate yourself a little bit. You drooling. Fix it. Wipe it.
Do y'all think she was wrong when he told her, I feel like you don't need me, and she responded, I don't?
That was real.
Yeah, that was wrong. That was wrong. I feel like if you're gonna be in a relationship, then you need to understand that there are times that you are going to need to lean on your partner, and your partner's gonna lean on you. Now, if you want to just be independent, you can just stay your ass single.
That was one of Jazz's words, independence. That was one of Jazz's.
Why would you?
But in that, I don't necessarily think she did. So I don't think she was wrong. I do think it was just one of those moments of him it felt like he needed that. Like, it was one of the moments like he needed that he needed to hear that. Like, she needs you. Like, but nigga, I don't need you. Like, I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything without anybody involved or around, and this is just what it was.
I feel like that's one of those situations where she ain't have to say the quiet part out loud. Like, he's not saying you need me to live your life and to be a successful person or a whole person. He's saying like, I love you, or I'm attracted to you, I want to be with you, I need you in my life. And she's saying, I don't need you. It's like, we know you're independent, we know you're a self-starter, you got a successful business, you throwing that in that man like he said like you ain't gonna be shit without me. Like, that's not what he was going for. And she was just so ready to close that off. That's why Mia's telling her like, girl, let yourself be loved, allow yourself to have that. Because that man is saying, I need you, but not like in some type of superficial way. This is I need you, we need each other in each other's lives to be a support system. At least that's how I read it. So I was kind of looking at her crazy.
Yeah, no, she was wrong. Sorry, she was wrong. And for all the reasons you just said, Chappell, for all the reasons you just said, because context matters. He wasn't like you said, he wasn't saying like you ain't never gonna be. It wasn't a Tyler Perry moment, where he's like, you ain't never gonna be shit without me. Da, 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 da. No, he was like, hey, I just feel like you don't need me.
Yeah. Like, don't you want me around? Don't you want to, don't like, I thought we dating, we together, bro.
Right.
You get around your friends and now all of a sudden, oh yeah, you can go do whatever you want. Like, all right, cool. I guess yeah, so fuck me then, whatever. And she was like, yeah, fuck you. I was like, okay. Yeah.
About yes.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Jordan should have just laughed it off. Like, boy, get out of here. And gave him a hug.
And
Yeah.
that would have come back up though.
But you could affirm him in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
dudes, we need affirmation too. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know
Yeah,
what?
we know.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I see what
Strong,
you're saying.
I was agreeing with you.
Strong, independent.
And I'm agreeing
That's
with
what strong and independence get you.
with Jason.
What does that have to do with
I
anything?
missed it. I got this.
Jazz said I don't need no nigga. That's what she said. And I was like, okay. You missed it.
He lying.
But she went off.
Do not
her
react to that.
Her finger was wagging. I was like, ma'am, please, like, calm down, Jamal.
Lisa,
like,
what happened?
Calm down, Jamal.
Yeah, don't pull up with the 9. I was like, oh God.
Now y'all lying. All right, that's what's up.
Look at
I did not
shoulders
say
out. Look at
Shoulder.
Shoulder.
Singular.
Hey, you think they would buy shoulder pics?
No.
They might.
You showing that clavicle or no?
Lisa, they'll buy anything. Listen, you got lots of sense. We hot commodity out here. I'm just saying.
You gotta build up to it.
Because you all on here giving it out for free, girl. Charge
What
them.
you mean? Free?
You see my clavicle?
I post a pot every day on the story. Ain't nothing free over there.
No, I'm just playing. I love your shirt. I think it's cute. I love the side.
I be getting all my Chipotle bowls, steak and chips.
You know it's real when you pay for that little bag of chips. Like, oh yeah, she got money. You got money.
It's ridiculous, man. Ain't nothing in that bag.
Why you still
it's like
ain't nothing in that bag.
Why are you still eating at Chipotle?
What's wrong with that?
They've killed so many people.
Nigga, you still eat at McDonald's.
Wait,
and they
what?
kill more
And they be getting your food wrong. And you still go back.
And they be messing your order up.
Wait.
They gave Jason a cheeseburger without the burger. He had a grilled cheese sandwich with McDonald's.
I can't accept bad customer service. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I refuse to pay high-end prices for cheap fast food. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Chick-fil-A fired.
Points made.
I do my best to avoid it. I don't say never, but like I can't.
It's cool. Look, safe space. It's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season.
Mia is gone. R.I.P. Candace is back. Her and Merch was able to have a conversation, like pretty much what you said earlier, Lisa. Like, talk to me. I'm your wife. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Yes, you and those girls are my life." And it's just like, well, you were showing everybody all my shit. But I'm glad they were able to come back together. And then Robin has their baby in the backseat of the car.
That Lance delivers.
That nigga Lance got his lick back. Oh,
right. Did he? Would you consider that equal?
He was all in it.
In my mind. Because he had to present it like that.
He was all in it.
He had to present it like he presented it.
And regardless of how anybody else feel, we know that Harper did not like it. So
yeah,
he got his lick back. He got his lick back. Harper felt some type of way about Lance being all in.
Did.
Yeah,
all
no
in
gloves
it.
or nothing.
He was like, hey, you know, he was like, I got this. Faith with brief. I know what I'm doing.
A word. Okay.
I bet you do.
It was meant to be. It was
4
meant
kids
to be.
in. I bet you do.
And then they had baby Mia.
Yeah.
So I feel like Harper got the last laugh because like now my daughter named after your dead wife.
I wouldn't say that Harper got the last laugh though.
Hey, he like who got?
I would say that Lance still got the last laugh because even though your daughter's name is my dead wife's name, you wouldn't be where you at if it wasn't for me.
For his entire life,
in life,
so you're
in
not
general,
even, you're not.
So
wrong.
he
you're not wrong.
He ends with the upper hand, regardless,
and he should always have it. Honestly, you're not.
So
wrong.
the person who's not laughing is Robin, because you have a kid named after somebody your husband slept with,
which is crazy.
Okay, but again, it would only be a problem It would only be a problem if he wanted to name her Jordan. All right. Mia is fine.
I
That
wouldn't
was
have
Jordan's
cared
a
either.
college.
Jordan's a way better
And
That
name
was
too.
college.
And on Jason part, since he waited for her to die, if I was Robin, I wouldn't care either because she dead. So
Yeah,
here come baby Mia.
You can have these crumbs.
You
if
not
want
finna
to.
sleep
I
with her
feel
no
it.
more.
Yeah,
You don't have
yeah.
a chance to sleep with her
Hey,
again.
Randon,
It's
that's
Robin.
cool.
Look, y'all,
That's
y'all,
When we
nah.
was when we was dating and everything, you weren't trying to sleep with Mia. You were trying to sleep with Jordan. That's what I got the problem with. Me and Mia, we cool people. We cool.
Mhm.
This is from
Yeah.
college.
That's
She was
just
with
a
Candace, but
thing
she was
from the
with Candace
past.
though. Like she
Look.
was cooler with Candace though. The
Well, yeah, because
was, but
the
Candace
people
didn't sleep with
outside the
nobody.
group.
She like the stripper.
fuck all that.
Oh, Ryan?
Don't name we not naming our first child after your ex. Bitches you used to sleep with, the chick that's still in the friend group. Fuck all that. Them bitches can get the middle name, but we doing somebody else for the
No,
first.
no. It would have been Gwendolyn Mia, not Mia Gwendolyn. It was me.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I feel like I think from Robin's point, because she's around all of them, and then she sees Lance's affection towards Mia.
Lance will be all right.
I think that it was just like, hey, you know, I could have died. My baby could have died. Your wife just died. Like,
Yeah.
No, that seemed like a
there's
lot
a
of
little
death.
gray area.
It's a lot of death in the air.
Hmm?
We're gonna detox all that shit out of here. Middle name, first name, we picking somebody else. Right.
Robin was so secure with Mia. She was so secure. She was like, yeah, you can name him. You can name him.
Yeah.
You can name him.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think she would have been okay with every other person but Jordan being after her daughter. Like, hey, you could have named after Shelby. I'm better off with Shelby than Jordan. Yeah. Like that's where she's at.
She didn't really have too many encounters with Shelby, if you think about it.
No.
You didn't really see them talking too much.
Not that you would, because their friendship is through Mia, right? So
Yeah.
like Robin is obviously, you know, very close with Lance. Like they're friends. Harper is Robin's dude, but like Mia and Shelby are line sisters, and so like because of that, that's how they're close. Like Robin has almost no relationship to Mia, it seems.
I mean, but then
Robin wasn't really supposed to have a relationship with Mia. Robin
like
got her relationship with Mia through Harper.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But
Shelby. Robin has no relationship with Shelby, is what I meant. Because like that's the thing. She's not her line sister. That's not her friend. That's just you know, somebody that all her friend group knows.
Could you say the same thing for Candace and Jordan? Because Candace was even telling Robin like Jordan's actually pretty cool. She's not just some character from the book. Like just get to know her. So it's like they all in the same circle to where it could have been. But
Candace didn't have a reason to have an issue with any of them because nothing.
It's not an issue where they had an issue. They just had a friendship.
Cool. Getting friends.
Why? I mean, but there was nothing that would have kept her from having that friendship, though. You know what I mean? Like even if Jordan came around to get with Merch about any kind of situation, there was nothing between her and Merch. Her issue was Shelby. Why did she have an issue with Shelby? Because Shelby fucked Merch, and that was his ex. So she had an issue with Shelby. There was never she seen Shelby at the end of one, and then Shelby was in the friend group, she was a part of that friend group, and she kept fucking with her. So yes, of course, there was no issue with Jordan. Jordan wasn't in there, but Jordan, all of them was cool. So it was just like a thing of these people that messed with each other at some point in the past. And because these people got married, now all of us are friends. And it wasn't like they were hanging out. Now, after this, yes, they became what Mia wanted, which they within that 13 years, they were like, they barely knew the kids or any of that up until this movie. After that, then it became what it should have been. So it probably would have been
if it wasn't
different.
for Harper.
Harper would. Don't put that on Harper.
And Merch, he never,
because they stopped being
he never slept with Shelby when he got with Candace. He never. I'm saying that because the way you worded it,
Shelby
Jason,
was definitely trying.
the way you worded it was a little. You were like,
I didn't say like he cheated. I didn't say he cheated,
no,
but it was.
But you said, oh, he fucked Shelby, and Shelby was his ex. I was like, oof, maybe.
It's his, but okay.
Clear that up.
But in most cases.
We don't know who's watching. Maybe they didn't see this movie.
Let me not
Why
say in most
y'all
cases.
talking back and forth? I see Terrence Howard face behind Jason.
He like,
Looking suspicious as hell. Like, yeah, go ahead, fuck that up, nigga. Fuck that up.
He looking at the back of Jason's head like this nigga. He said,
That's exactly what I was thinking. And she was trying to explain it, and he was trying to rebuttal. He moved to the side.
I just realized, is that from the first movie?
Where?
Chappelle has one from the first
I'm
movie.
the one from the first
Yeah,
movie. Yes.
I just realized.
Yeah, that's the first.
I-
But I mean, it's just one of those moments where you have to be an adult about the situation, and I don't think they ever had that. It was you had the wedding, and typically in most situations, you do have the wedding, and that's everybody just go their own way, whether it's a wedding, a funeral, whatever situation, unless they just close knit. The only two close knit, well, you have the four guys, but now that's where it kind of is severed because now everybody was still dealing with each other. Only Lance and Harper wasn't dealing with each other because that's how it ended. So this was them for the first time coming back together after 13 years and not speaking and not even dealing with each other.
I don't think Harper was dealing with anybody because every time he came across somebody, it was just like, oh, look at the hermit that popped up. Like, oh, where you been at? Because he wasn't even really excited to go to this whole weekend thing.
Because he was avoiding all. He was avoiding.
No, he was trying to avoid his friends because they would put that mirror up to him.
I don't know. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No,
we're not doing that.
Because everything stopped after they found out about Mia actually being the one in the book. That whole cohesiveness ended for 13 years.
Yeah.
They even said it, that they had been sending invitations
Yes.
over and over and over again.
But
Harper deliberately did not want to go. He told Robin they weren't going.
He wasn't trying to
And Robin,
but why?
Because he didn't want it. They just exactly what she said.
He knew that they would pretty much call him out on his shit.
He had already did the shit. What else was there to put the mirror up to my face
No,
about?
it's not even that, Jason. It's the fact that he has not been a successful writer in years. When
now
Shelby
that,
saw
yes,
him,
I don't want. Yeah, you goddamn right. I don't want to go around these motherfuckers and I'm failing, and these bitch ass niggas succeed.
Do you need some money?
Like imagine that. Imagine me being having a bestseller. Imagine what Jonathan Majors Christopher to look like next week. Imagine that.
But Jazz, you bring up a good point because Shelby had made a little comment. Shelby, because her book was selling, she made a little comment about his lack of success.
I think Harper was jealous of everybody else's success, so he did not want to be around them. No, hear me out.
I'm not giving you.
It's okay. Hear me out. When he went to Jordan's office, he saw all of Jordan's awards. The fact that she was able to get a billionaire, and which is why she won all those awards. That's one. You got Shelby, even though yes, she's doing the housewives and shit. Even his publicist said you need to write stuff like this, which was Shelby's project, because nobody was buying his shit. So you're seeing all the success from your friends, and you're not moving nowhere on that needle. You got a baby on the way, and you seeing all these past bills. Harper didn't want to be around them because they was handling their shit, and he wasn't, unfortunately, because he had writer's block.
On top of the fact that your book was about all of them who are more successful than you.
I mean, so to an extent, yes, I understand it.
The only reason he went, he had been denying them invitations. The only reason he went was because he wanted to write that book on land.
It was something that he could write about. It was something that he understood. It was somebody he grew up with. So I personally don't think he was wrong in that. Now,
I don't think he was wrong wanting to write the book. No, but I think
he should have gone about it differently.
He should have been around for the past 13 years. You don't just ghost your friends because you feel some type of way, and then all of a sudden you want to come back because your ass broke.
But who's to say?
I don't think he ghosted them. I don't think he ghosted them. I think he withdrew. I don't think he ghosted. I think he ghosted Lance. Emails and me. I think there was text messages. But I think he withdrew. He didn't ghost. He withdrew.
Whatever word wants to be used, it's no longer in the bank account, which means it's absent, which means you just decided to show back up because you saw an opportunity that could benefit you.
He's an opportunist, a scammer.
You know, scammer because he can write. That nigga can write. He can write. That nigga
He
write.
can't
Saying
write.
that.
He can
There's two
write.
books and
All
there's
right,
a
let me
number
tell you
on y'all.
something.
Did you not see? Did you see not final chapters? He became a public speaker too.
He
Let me
did.
tell you. Let me tell you.
did.
I
Oh, he said he didn't watch the final chapter.
You didn't watch it?
He didn't watch it.
Y'all could
Chappelle
No.
he's a Klansman, Jason, and you are anti-black. We started this at the beginning of the episode.
No.
I don't know how you
Chappelle,
forgot our
please,
people's
Chappelle,
identifiers.
just take some time, watch an episode a week, episode a month, but just watch final chapters. It's good.
Yes,
It's
it
so
is.
good.
He not gonna do it.
Yes.
I had read about it online. I seen
You
that.
know what?
You can't.
I
You know,
can't.
it's not the same effect. You got to see that story.
Jason, why are you telling a Klansman to watch a black series?
You called
Please
me a
tell me
Klansman.
why you're
Oh
trying
my
to do that.
God. I was
But-
told this was a safe space in a holiday season.
I
and that
was told
amazing.
this is a safe space.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any other scenes. I feel like we kind of pretty much covered a lot of this. Was there any other scenes or situations that y'all wanted
Yes.
to cover?
Yes.
Oh, what you
Yes.
got, Lisa?
Yes. Okay. So I held my breath every time Lance and Harper were interacting because I was just like, Harper, don't say nothing stupid. Dog, just don't say nothing stupid. I was laughing because he would say something, and Lance would be like, but you know about that, don't you? Oh, they're like, damn. Damn. And like when he got real mad, I was like, run, Harper, run. I was scared for my man, yo.
Not to run, Ricky, run for Harper. Fuck out of here.
He was doing a lot.
Relationship was on a roller coaster the whole time because it
Yeah.
was just like he was still mad at him, but yet like no matter what Harper did, he still allowed it. Like even when he went running in the morning, he allowed it. He
Yeah.
stayed back when because Harper wasn't conditioned to run the way Lance was. So it's like he could have just kept going and finished his run and just left him, but he didn't. So it's like it was just up and down because like they would have those moments, and then Lance would say something to make it seem like, you know what, I still hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like he wanted that friendship back, that brotherhood back, and all of that. But then he was just reminded, like, you did a very large betrayal. And he was just like, I don't know if I could trust you again and let you in. And then when he found that tablet,
Boy, he broke that tablet so quick.
he had just got that
Daddy.
too. I'd be mad as hell. I'd be like, damn, I just got that. And I can't buy another one.
Nigga, I'm
Dude,
broke.
I ain't got no money.
And you
Do
got
need
it
some
from
money? Do
from
you need
Jordan.
some money. I'm broke.
You think if he
got
asked
it
Jordan,
from
like, so I
Jordan.
need another iPad.
Oh, Randon,
yeah,
you bring up a
she
good,
doing-
you bring
she
up a
doing that.
good
She's doing
point.
that.
He did him a favor because let Robin find out that Jordan gave him a
Jordan bought
tablet.
him an iPad to work on the biography that she said she thinks
That
that
she
Harper should
said
stay away from.
that he
Exactly.
should.
I'm
It's not
sorry.
always
Did
what she
everybody get
said
tablet from
about
Jordan?
what
No,
he
it
should.
ain't. No, Jason.
That's why he
Jason,
had to hit Jordan
Jason,
in final
Jason,
chapters because he finally
Jason.
got it. Goddamn
He
it.
didn't hit her, though.
He
Oh,
didn't.
he did.
They didn't
He
smash.
didn't.
Oh,
No, they
he did.
didn't.
In final
No, he
chapters,
didn't.
They did
No, they
smash.
didn't.
They were
No, they
about to,
didn't.
but they didn't.
Yeah, they
Oh,
didn't.
shit. Nope. Yep.
Man,
Yep.
please. That's why they got a divorce.
Spoiler.
Chappelle
But-
said he ain't going to see
but
it. So
That's
shit,
the thing
true.
is,
I
Oh,
don't
you
mind the
better.
spoiler, but heavens, you didn't even know. Did you watch it?
I did. She
Are you
lied.
the-
They
are you
lied.
the
They
Klansman?
forgot. They lied.
So
They
no,
forgot.
it's
probably
Somebody
did.
here's a
I probably
Klansman,
did
it's not
forget.
me.
I
the
probably
way
did.
the way that they did it, it left it up. Actually, no.
I'm finna look it up right now because
Yeah, look that up. Let us
I
know.
promise you,
Somebody
that's
else
what
here
I'm
is a
doing
Klansman,
right
and I
now.
want to get to the bottom of it. I can't be at a Klan meeting by myself. Come on.
at the end,
Who cut these holes?
At the end of the day.
See shit.
Can't see shit.
at the end of the day, it don't
You got
matter
it,
what he
Eddie.
did or not. In the best man, that Robin was his wife.
All right, I'm gonna read you what AI just told me. Punk ass AI.
Robots.
No, Jordan and Harper do not have sex in the best man in the final chapters, but they
No.
do share a passionate kiss. They were
Hmm.
about to, but they got interrupted by emergency call. Boom.
And
That's
you want me
right,
to watch
'cause it
this,
was quick.
Jason?
That's right.
Jason, you a Klansman. Welcome to the Klan.
Yep, it
I
shows
forgot quick. Oh shit!
Harper,
Getting
who
after heart, man. You know what?
almost
You know what? You know what?
slept
Women
with
are.
Jordan.
You know what? Women are crazy, bro. They started putting two and two
See?
together. Like,
You
wait a
see
minute,
it?
wait a minute. What you?
Right.
What was you at 2:30 in the morning? And where you coming from?
Y'all
And
make
how
it
y'all
really
First
together?
of
easy
all,
for real.
why
At
does
the
that
same
why does
exact
that
time.
make us crazy?
Because
Because
why?
it's
Why
Because
you?
it's
Why you
not
playing?
normal.
Why?
Because it's not normal. That's why.
Because we
Why-
notice
why-
everything. Y'all
It's
y'all
not
just
normal.
live in la la land, walk around like
It's
you
not
just don't
normal.
notice anything when it's right there in your face. It's
It's
clear
not
right
normal.
there. You know, they used
just
to
not
say that
normal.
shit all the time. Like, it used to get so mad. How do you know every time?
It's
How
not
do you
normal.
know? What do you mean?
Women
Your
have a
manners,
very
your
women have
manners
a very good
And
change.
it's not
Don't
normal.
lie.
attention to
Don't.
detail, and we have a
We do.
really good memory.
Yes, we do.
No,
And
So
can I
it-
tell you?
If you walk
You think
around
I
with your
don't?
phone all the time, and then all of a sudden I walk in a room and I see the charger coming from underneath your pillow, I ain't stupid.
Wait, what?
I ain't
It's
dumb.
just
It
not
be
normal.
Just-
little stuff. It be
But it's
tiny
not
little
normal.
bitty
Just let it
things
out.
It be
that are
abnormal.
The group
very,
chat
very.
popping though.
We are.
Fuck
Yeah,
out
we
of here.
are.
What you got, Lisa?
The point
We
is that it's not
gambling. We
normal.
got parlays.
What you got, Lisa?
First of all, we
Come on,
are
Lisa.
by nature more detail oriented.
Mhm.
That's why we're able to juggle
Cap.
more things, generally speaking.
Cap.
That's why you tend to find, honestly, in the home, the mother
X gene.
more of the juggling and working because they have the capability,
That's
whereas men are kind of like
They can't multitask,
But it's
push.
not as
abnormal.
Look at
good.
Yeah,
look at
it
Jordan.
seems like a
That's the
struggle.
way.
Look at
It's
Jordan.
It's a struggle,
You
generally
can't.
speaking.
It's a big struggle for men to multitask.
Yes,
Yeah.
there are
Huge.
exceptions, but
Huge.
exceptions
Me and
don't
Chanel,
make
me
the
and
rule.
Chanel, me and Chappelle are the exceptions to everything y'all talking about.
I
right
don't
now.
think so. Well,
don't think
you're
so.
both in the clan, so there's that. But
And
This was never a safe
I-
space. I was
I
lied
was-
to and led astray.
I was gonna ask y'all because since this movie
He said this was
there's
never
a lot
safe.
of emotions, do y'all have a top 3 movies that had the tears falling down your face? I'm gonna start with Jason because he is the biggest crier on this episode. Jason, what are your top 3 crying
So
movies?
top 3 movie. I struggled to come up with a list because I feel like
Because
it was
probably
TV
too
show.
fucking long.
So
Jason said
I got
everything.
So I got Hardball.
Oh,
I got Pokemon and Light It Up. I remember crying twice in the
Light
same
It
night.
Up with Usher.
When they kill Fez or for
Yeah.
whatever that nigga name is, Robert, you know what I'm talking about?
Pretty eyes.
Arnez.
When they killed Arnez, I was like, oh my God, that's a kid. Why?
But
I
you
was-
watch
I was-
shit
I
where
was 7.
kids get kicked.
I was
Oh,
7
okay.
when that shit
Okay.
came out. I went to go see Pokemon. I left out and went to go see Light. I'm like, damn, I'm just crying the whole night.
You seen Pokemon and Light It Up back to back?
Yes, that
It
was a
seems like
crazy
a-
double feature.
That's a
It-
crazy double feature. That's
It definitely was. Lisa, what is your top 3?
all right, so
She gonna
Oh
get
my
5.
God. She
I already
got a
know.
list.
She told me
You gotta
already.
Read the Bible. Just read it. Read it off to us.
She
I wanna
did. She
hear
was
every-
like, Jazz, I got more than 3. And I'm
I
like,
wanted to
niggas.
see if I agree with the cries you cried.
I'm appalled. I'm also not saying that you're wrong, but I'm still appalled.
it's not a safe space, Lisa. It's just not.
Clearly. Okay,
Okay.
number one is P.S. I Love You.
oh, that's
Yes.
my number one.
That
That's
shit
Tell
crazy.
you, man,
That's one of them ones for real.
look, if you
Yes.
if you don't know, that has Hilary Swank in it. Basically, her
Gerard
husband
Butler.
dies from like a disease, but what he did was during his sickness, he literally like
Left her things
scheduled
to move on.
all of these different like notes and gifts and things and inspirations to help her, get her out of her shell, get her moving. So you are bawling the whole damn movie because it's like he loves you so much, he's trying to get you out, but you're also grieving. That was like boom, boom, boom. Just woo, tears. The second one is Things We Lost in the Fire, and that's with Halle Berry. I didn't even finish that movie. Now, to be fair, that is the first movie I watched after my dad died, so that was probably a mistake. I should have pulled on a horror movie or something.
Mhm.
To this day, I've never watched it. Like I was watching it and I was crying so bad that my husband turned off the movie because he knew I was grieving. So, and I'm watching, he goes, no. So I never finished watching it. I've never gone back to it. I don't know if I ever will be able to. I added the Best Man Holiday after yesterday.
Right.
Boom.
The My Girl, because the damn bees, bees.
Y'all see
Wow,
we
And
had
I
4,
was-
right?
Do.
We had 4.
You know what? Calm down. Calm down.
You know what?
Calm
It's
down.
unsafe. Lisa, the
Calm
point
down.
Keep going.
It's an
Keep
unsafe
going.
Calm down.
space.
I got
you.
one
Lisa
more. I
got
got one
20.
more.
It's an
I
unsafe
narrowed it
space.
down to 5. All right?
Well,
I
she
narrowed it down
can
to
read
5.
the if she just rattled the 20, I'm with it. You can't give me a story for each one of them, Ivy.
I am a crier. I'm definitely a crier.
Ivy.
I definitely feel things. The fifth one was The Fault in Our Stars because of how it freaking threw me for a loop. All right. This whole time I'm like, oh man, this poor girl, she dying. And
Don't spoil it, because I ain't seen that.
So you gonna ask me if Interstellar is in mine, but it's not even in yours?
First
You
of
ain't
all,
shit. You ain't
first
shit.
of all, first of all, I had to narrow it down to 5, right? All right.
Okay.
All right.
Interstellar's at
down.
6.
She starts in a tornado and funnels it down.
Chappell, what is your
Come back to me.
Oh, okay.
He don't cry.
I don't.
Oh, he a
cry.
thug. I feel that.
I do not.
Brandon,
No,
do you have
emotionally stunted.
yours?
I ain't never
I
called
don't.
you to be a thug.
I gotta get the name. I gotta get the name of this one.
Tangled.
Hold on.
I will say mine.
Okay, say yours.
Please don't say no damn Frozen.
Stop playing with me, Jason.
So I'm gonna say The Lion King.
Man, fuck Mufasa, man. Come on.
Yo,
move
fuck
on.
you.
Move on. Move on.
Let me get
No.
my list.
Move on.
Ain't nobody say nothing about your
Move
list.
on.
Say nothing about you.
Anyway,
Move on.
I'm gonna
This
say
feels
The
like an
Best Man
unsafe
Holiday
Mm.
and Fruitville Station with Michael B. Jordan.
You didn't know that was a man. I ain't never going to see that goddamn movie.
Right.
I saw it already.
I
saw it
am not
already.
I
watching.
cried reading the paper. I wasn't
I
watching the movie about
chose
it.
not to watch that movie. I knew I'd be bawling my eyes out. I didn't. I've never seen.
Y'all, it's a good movie, but like,
Yeah,
I'm just sitting here. Like I was
believe you.
I was
never know.
picking between that one and Rosewood.
Why? Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
What do you mean? Why?
That's tough. That's a tough one. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Rosewood is
picking
one
to
of the movies
watch.
like the anger overshadows the
Yeah,
hurt and sadness because the
Yeah.
anger had me just like, all right, let me go ahead and prep to do. Nah, I'm playing.
Yeah,
Joke, but
Yeah.
yes.
that's how I feel about A Time to Murder. I was too angry.
What is that? Let me
A
look
Time-
that up. You mean A Time to Kill?
A Time to Kill.
Ah,
Sorry, Time to Kill.
See, I'm on my
Pass
shit tonight, Jason.
I watch. Yeah, I thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
that
I
was a good
appreciate
one.
you.
A Time to Kill
Pass-
was great.
Now, another movie I
You're
did
right.
see
I was
recently.
With
too
sweaty ass Matthew
angry
McConaughey.
to be sad. I was too angry to be sad.
Interstellar is the only movie I think Matthew McConaughey was not sweating his life away. That one in Wolf on Wall Street. Everything else he's
I
in,
feel like
he's
he was sweating.
sweating.
I feel like he was
Oh, what
sweating.
about
Wall Street.
ATV?
I don't think I saw that.
Okay, that's a fun one.
You figure out your 3 Disney movie yet, Randy?
First of all, they're not Disney movies.
Disney
I
kind of
love
sad
Disney
though.
movies.
They sad.
Disney is sad, but when it comes to Disney, I told you this, Jason. When it comes to Disney, I'm a villain lover, so I'm not as sad when it comes to that because I like the villain of the story.
Oh, so you glad the hunter killed Bambi's mom? I see you.
And that Scar killed
I
Mufasa.
mean, no, I'm
So
not.
you a
I'm
Klansman?
not glad. I'm not glad that
You can't
Scar
make everybody a
killed
Klansman.
Mufasa.
You can't.
Who
I'm
can't?
not glad.
At
I'm
that
not
point,
glad.
we have to start
I'm
questioning.
not a.
Who can't?
We're talking about okay. So let's back up. I like women villains. I love Maleficent. It's
That's a
one of
really
my
good movie.
favorite-
She had some
One of my
points.
favorite villains. But anywho, this is not no Disney. I ain't got no Disney ones that made me cry. But the name of the movie I was looking up was The Breakup. The Breakup had me falling.
With Jennifer
Yeah.
Aniston and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah. Yes.
Wait.
Oh.
Is that a
When they was
comedy?
doing it is
Yeah.
a
No.
comedy.
Well, it is, but like that part, the part that made me cry was like the part where she was really going off on him about
Yeah.
how he don't understand and he's not helping her and she's just tired
Yeah.
of dealing with it. Like it made me cry. So
He said, "What
that
my baby
part,
wants, my baby gets." He said, "Baby when it's 12 type shit." come on the kick drum. Come on the kick drum.
Why I Get Married Too.
Watch the fuck out of that movie, bro.
No, that's a funny movie.
Why I Get Married Too made me cry
Oh.
After Jenna lost homeboy.
after he died.
When The Rock showed up.
But was you pissed when The Rock showed up?
Yeah. I'm mad we ain't got no
No.
follow up on that.
No,
I'm
I
not.
wasn't. I
fucked The
wasn't
Rock.
pissed. But
That's
I
nothing
feel
I don't
like
like.
I feel like it was very, I don't know, it was heartbreaking. But it was more than just when he died, like because old boy had cancer and then he got his ass beat. That part wasn't funny, but it's funny right now. And Jason's lyrics. Jason's lyrics is probably the one that gets me more than anything. After
Really?
he killed that girl.
He didn't kill her. He shot her.
Well, almost. But
I never
killed
seen
himself. He killed himself after.
Yeah, him carrying her out. Yeah,
That was so
fucked up.
sad.
Yeah. You know, okay. No, just playing.
Chappelle, you got your list.
I don't cry during movies. I'm not even gonna hold you.
He real
I
nigga.
don't
He real
have a
nigga.
list.
I cry.
No, I don't watch sad shit. You know, like just straight up the movies y'all named. I've never seen these movies. I don't know these movies. I don't know what y'all talking about.
You've never seen Jason's lyrics?
Yeah, well,
I-
I'm from Houston, so we all watched that, but it wasn't like sad. It wasn't sad where I was crying. I watched it when I was little. I didn't
Yeah,
care.
it wasn't. It
I've
wasn't.
never
It
seen
wasn't.
it.
It wasn't like that.
I've
It
never
wasn't.
seen
It
You've
wasn't
never
sad.
seen Hardball? You didn't
I've
cry
seen
Hardball?
Hardball.
You
When I
didn't
was
cry
like,
with G baby. Oh my
when I
god,
was
nigga,
like
I was
7.
fucked up.
I was,
damn,
too.
young.
You were 7 when all
And
these
he was
movies dropped.
so
no, Jason
came in at
said 7
2011.
earlier.
Chappelle,
Hardball?
what year were you born?
I mean, 2001. I was 11. I'm sorry.
I was 11 too.
You've never
or I
seen
was
P.S.
10.
I Love You?
No,
You
I
need
don't
to
watch sad
watch it.
movies. I don't.
Chappelle
You know,
doesn't cry.
I'm not about to
It's
start
not
watching
all
sad
the
movies
way
for y'all.
sad.
I choose sad TV shows though, man, because like
So I-
Florsham, what was it? Florsham is something. I
I'm
can't
good.
think of it. Fleischman is in trouble
Good.
about the
I'm good.
about the man whose wife just disappeared on him, and like you got to see him deal with being a parent without her, and then it comes back and it flips it and tells why she left in their store, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, oh my god, nigga.
Y'all can
Sound
watch
like Gone
all the
Girl.
sad stuff. Y'all can watch all the sad stuff
Nah,
y'all
it
want
ain't that
to
at
for
all.
me, and tell
All
me
right.
what the sad ones are, and I'm gonna pretend I've seen
So-
them. But I definitely have not watched these sad movies.
So there's a correction here. Chappelle, you said you don't cry.
No,
Mm-mm.
I didn't say that.
You-
I said
yes, you
I
did.
don't watch sad movies.
No, you said you don't cry. Before you said you
No.
don't cry.
They
And then we
said
find out
Chappelle
why.
don't cry, he a thug, and I've been saying, yeah, I don't cry on purpose. You're right. I actively go out of my way to avoid crying. Yes,
Okay.
I do
yeah.
too.
I'm not ashamed of that.
Oh,
Like,
Jason.
I was
feel
just
it.
clarifying.
I feel
I was
it.
just clarifying.
I'm not saying I'm emotionless. I just say that that's an emotion I don't like to tap into. So that's one of those like, it's like it's how you end up being the class clown. It's because he's like there's real hurt in there somewhere, but you rather laugh at it. I'm the guy laughing at the pain. I'm not finna do the
that's-
let me go cry about it.
Nah, yeah, I feel you. That's Klansman activity. But
But
Jason
yes,
cry all the time, and he in the clan, and then I don't cry at all,
y'all
and I'm in the
take
clan.
anybody.
can I throw a little tiny side shade out of nowhere?
Sure.
I agree. I wish we had gotten a follow-up to Why Did I Get Married
The
Too
Rock.
between The Rock, because at least I would have seen him be with the black woman and see what that looks like.
I don't
So-
want to see that. I don't want to see
Yeah,
him.
no.
I don't want to
It'd
see
be
him
nice.
act for real.
It'd be
Like
nice
that's
to
a
know he
real
did.
act. He would have to actually tap into something to do that.
Yeah,
I don't
y'all
want to see
prefer
that.
Terrence Howard being himself in this. I get it.
Well, that was shade, and
So much shade.
but
I mean,
Terrence
he did act
Howard
like
was
he liked black women in this too.
he married one in the
And then-
final chapters, but you haven't seen
But
that because
I said he's acting like he likes black women in this movie, in this series.
Listen, I ain't doing
He's
it.
But I guess he's not in the
he's-
clan. He can just do whatever he wants.
He might be in there too.
So I you know what? I'm fine with love who you love.
Love who
You
you
just
love.
don't need to dog certain people on your way out. That's all I'm
Exactly.
saying.
For sure.
That's all I've ever said.
Yeah, mine. the
Like
business
I'm
that
like,
pays
but why
you.
am I in it? Like,
Right.
like you have to be over there. You
You ain't got to come over here. Right.
ain't got the dog over here.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't saying
Love-
nothing negative about Nia Long and Brian. We was like, okay, that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how you do it. You date whoever you want to date, but you don't go back and like double back and go like shit on your own people or your other people or other people just outside your community. Do you worry about you and yours? I'll go handle that.
And that is a public service announcement from Lisa and Chappelle on the Was It Good Though podcast.
I'm fine.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Was there any other scenes y'all wanted to discuss before we get close to wrapping this up? Jason is shaking his head like no. So that means Lisa got something else. Nope, we ain't gonna say nothing. But I'm gonna say it. Go ahead.
It's real quick. So because I again we details, we get it. I'm also a writer and a filmmaker, so I see certain things. I clocked. I was like, Kennedy is this nigga's daughter from
Right.
jump. From jump. You saw Kennedy really akin to him. Like she really was drawn to him. You know,
He was
not
drawn to her
Lance,
too, though.
not Merch. No, he did. No, him too. But what I'm trying to say is like that intuition within her to kind of connect with her father. That's who she's connecting more so with. That's who she's reaching out to. He's sitting there crying, and it's Kenny that goes over to comfort him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, he's sitting there, and then from his angle, he's sitting there like dogging Shelby for being the kind of mom that she's being, like for Kennedy, like not realizing that like he does care. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that if it was like someone else, that he would be going out of his way to really go as far as questioning the motherhood and all the other stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, you didn't see him in any scene with Murch's kids or with Lance's kids. It was, he only interacted with Kennedy.
Yeah.
So it kind of was just like, okay, we don't want to tell the audience or the viewers what's up. Let them make their own assumptions, but here they go. But I love how they pretty much circle back on that. And Harper was, Chappell, you need to watch these, the final chapters,
because I got a clan meeting that day. I might miss it.
Oh, okay. You gotta go put some crosses in yards and shit.
You know, I actually would like to revisit the final chapters, if I'm being honest. I want to revisit the final chapters.
That's a good holiday watch.
And the only way that this could have been any better is if we had all had a watch party and watched the Best Man Holiday together. That would have been banging. That's what I want. I want our own version of Mystery Science Theater 3000 or whatever it is. That'd be cool.
That could definitely be arranged, because we're starting to do that. We're starting to do like where we get friends to come together where we watching a movie, because we just did one this past week with Bad Santa. So
Bad Santa, that's my shit.
Yeah, Bad Santa was crazy. So that's something we definitely. What? Okay. Well, next time we have one, I'll let you know what the movie is, and definitely if you want to join, and Chappell as well, and then Randon. Yeah, all of y'all come through. We just be chatting, having a good time, talking about movies while we watching a movie. So, but yes, that is the Best Man Holiday. And the reason why we are all here, was it good though? Randon, I'm going to start with you since this is your first time on the pod. Was it good though?
Hell yeah. One of my top movies. I love it. Every Christmas. Hey, don't do me.
I'm just like, let you speak. He over there whispering and shit. Let me mute your ass. I'm the one.
It was good. It was great. It was what it was. It was amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Chappell, was it good though?
This is a good movie. It is not a good Christmas movie.
What was your top 3 Christmas movies, Chappell? Since you had no movies you cry about.
Batman Returns is number 1.
Not a Christmas movie.
Home Alone 1 as well.
This guy.
And then I don't know. I never thought about what my third one is. I just know my top 2. Let me come back to me on that one too. I'll circle back.
I'll guarantee you it's not a black movie. Klansman behavior. Lisa, what is your Lisa? Was it good though?
Absolutely. I'll do you one better. I think, honestly, I think it's better than the first one.
I'm not mad.
What?
I'm not mad at that either.
I'm not mad at that.
That's not me saying the first one isn't good. That's not what I'm saying.
You're just saying it's better than the first one.
Yes.
It's a sequel that surpassed the original.
Yes. They found a way to expand on these characters, this world. Nothing feels recycled. Even like the tensions, they've escalated them.
I didn't like that. I didn't like how you found the tablet just like you found the book and he finally read it. It was just like, this kind of whack. I didn't like that personally, but I get it.
Symmetry in the films. I like it.
Yeah. Jason, was it good though?
It was. Greatest franchise ever outside of Scream.
You said, so not even black franchise. You're saying it's the greatest, one of the greatest franchises
at the top of the episode. I think it's one of the greatest franchises as far as being able to write characters, world build, and be able to make it relevant to today's time. I think it's not even like the awkwardness. Like when I watch Cross, those first two, I love the series of Cross, but those first 2 episodes kind of awkward when they try to tie it into what we're dealing with in the real world. But I feel like the final chapters, they did that pretty good. They finally made Harper actually face his fucking demons and actually put the mirror up to him. Since y'all talking about it happened in here, it didn't happen in here.
Yeah, and he lost it all.
He had to. He
He
had to finally
lost
get
everything.
but he gained everything too though.
Does
He
Meet Me
gained
Next
everything?
Christmas count as a
He
Black
lost.
Christmas movie? Meet Me Next Christmas with that Christina Milian girl? That don't count.
Friday after
I'm trying to
next
think
camp.
of. I'm trying to think of Friday After Next. That's the third
It
one.
has to.
Brandon,
So
what's
Christmas.
up? There
Brandon,
you go.
stop
Hey,
helping him.
The
Stop.
Christmas.
That's
He's
the
gonna
one.
invite you to clan meetings.
Christmas has
That's the
No.
one.
Stop.
in order for it to be a Christmas movie, Christmas has to be a character in the movie. It can't just be a thing that happened in the
What
movie.
was so Christmassy about this movie?
The whole fucking movie is about them meeting on Christmas.
Yes, that's just a date. That is just the date.
Their things were all holiday themed. Like when they were
The
hanging out with
music.
each other, everything they did was all holiday themed.
This
They
could have
trimmed
been
the tree
Thanksgiving and the
together.
movie doesn't change
They
at
put
all.
ornaments on a
This
tree
could have been
together.
Thanksgiving, and then the movie don't change at all. Plot don't change at all.
It could have
But
been,
it wasn't.
But
Which made
that's what I'm
it a
saying.
movie.
But what I'm saying is that's why I don't agree with Jason that it has to be a character in the movie because this character didn't have no lines.
It did. You could hear the motherfucker all throughout the movie.
They playing Christmas songs and
So you just agree with me on Friday After Next. So what's the difference?
I
What's
agree
the
with Friday
difference?
After Next because I don't think
Yes,
Friday
you
After
did.
Christmas is a character. I said I agree with you.
It's
I
definitely
That's what I'm
a character.
saying. What's
with
the
Jason.
difference?
It
What's
is a
the
Christmas. They
difference?
fighting Santa Claus.
I didn't say this wasn't a Christmas movie. I said it's not a
That
good
was a
Christmas movie.
crackhead. That wasn't Santa.
He was dressed like Santa. Ho, motherfucker. Like what you mean?
Sound like Santa to me.
And they had to get it done by when? By Saturday. That's the catch in Friday.
No,
Every Friday.
they had to pay rent by Saturday. Miss Pearly was gonna come put them out. They didn't have the rent money. It had nothing to do with
Technically, they could have used those 2 days because that shit ain't getting cashed until Monday
Over the
anyway.
weekend, what are y'all doing?
Like, let's be for real.
your time.
But
Could have wrote a check.
right. But I understand. But yes, I have some what did you think those people pretty much giving their opinion of the movie and what they thought about it. I can't watch this movie anymore. My sister died from cancer 3 weeks before Christmas, so it brings up too many emotional memories for me. Good movie though. Casey, definitely friend of the pod, pretty much said good film about the trials and tribulations of real friendship, but forever triggering. They didn't have to do Mia like that. Also feels like she was right to do what she did. I didn't ask what that was, if that was the cheating part or the bringing everybody together part.
It wasn't the cheating part. It wasn't the cheating part.
Oh,
it wasn't the cheating part.
I just wanted to throw that out there. I wasn't exactly sure, but want to throw that out there.
We've cleared.
Had some comments. Real movie lover, Lisa said pretty much loved it. Crystal, this is one of those movies that I watch once because where it's headed, but it's good. And I got a lot of feedback of people saying that it's definitely a good movie, but of course it goes into a very sad and emotional second half.
How many people commented it included the word Christmas in it?
Chappell.
This man, what?
I'm trying to see who all coming in the play.
It's called Best Man Holiday.
It's not even called Best Man Christmas.
Well, you can't because you have to be you technically have to be politically correct if you want more people to watch.
Well,
because not everybody celebrates Christmas.
Well,
Christmas is a holiday.
I'm just saying, this is a holiday movie to me. This sounds like a holiday movie to me.
It's a Christmas, but it's Christmas Day because even Christmas Eve happens and Christmas happens.
Hanukkah was happening, Kwanzaa happened too. Yeah,
they didn't talk about them.
Not in the movie. They was trimming the tree. They was trimming the tree. They was putting up ornaments.
And there was a Christmas game miracle.
They were wrapping. They were wrapping Christmas.
He got
all his stuff on Christmas Day. Christmas Day they played.
And she asked
the Giants have never won on a good Christmas
That was the
movie.
present that she wanted. She said what she wanted for Christmas was for him to win the game, for him to break his record and win the game. And he did it for her. He got her the best Christmas present she wanted.
Yeah, that was a banging ass scene, though.
I thought she was I thought she was gonna tell him Harper was better. I thought that's what she said, to get him driven on the football field.
He would have ran off that field.
That would have made him mad. That would have made him mad.
He ain't say nothing to the nigga threw the phone that have been getting back on the field. Like, this bitch, I'm finna put my head down and get it.
I'm not gonna lie, like the scene from the first movie where he was saying his vows and just thinking about her smashing,
which is crazy.
Harper. Oh, that's tough,
Why are
y'all.
you standing up there, black man?
Faith.
He loved her.
His faith
Love.
wasn't
He did.
breached. You
It
said
was
crazy.
real love.
Love will
He
do
crazy.
so many things.
Mm-mm.
Our Link of
Love,
Thrones.
what they
That's why I
say,
don't know
love will
her.
make you do some crazy
Wait,
things.
wait,
That's what you
wait,
be
wait,
singing.
wait.
Love will
Jess,
make you do.
What you got,
Jess,
Lisa?
you're not gonna ask her which character from the friend group will relate to the
I was
most.
really,
I thought
Oh
Jason was
my
going to
God.
pivot into that. That
I
was pretty much.
wouldn't, because y'all done killed the person I was gonna pick. I bet not.
we killed
What
him.
you mean? You was gonna be Harper?
You
Harper,
gonna be Mia?
Just
Harper?
being real.
I thought
We
you was.
just being real. We was being real, right? We was being honest. We was being
Wait.
transparent.
It's
tell
an
me.
We was being
unsafe
honest
space.
and being real.
It's not a
trans-
safe space.
But hold
But
on,
I don't care.
Jason.
There's no
Don't
such thing as
believe
a
them.
safe space.
Don't
It's just
believe
brave
them, black man.
places. And
Don't
I'm gonna stand
Harper.
10 toes on it.
Don't believe them,
Yes.
black man.
Harper.
Yes, I would be. If it was, yes, that's be the closest nigga I would be to.
Jason.
Jason.
So you're not gonna ask your question that you was gonna ask?
Oh, what we I mean we kind of
You're the only one that can ask it.
So my question was, because now we have kind of spoken. Everybody has now spoken. Now we kind of know each other. So I was gonna ask Randon. I'm gonna start with you. Who do you think Chappell is closest like in the friend group?
Terrence Howard.
Honestly,
I
that's
was
probably
thinking
not
that.
unfair based on this conversation.
I was thinking that. I was thinking
And you
Based
being
on
a
this
Klansman.
conversation,
Chappell. Who do you think Jazz is most like in this?
well,
This shit. Nah, ain't no
Shelby,
well.
welcome to the club. No, this is Jordan. Okay, Jordan, Miss Independent.
I was
don't
thinking
need,
that.
you should have heard it, Randy. I don't need no nigga. I'm good.
Brandon, I did not say
You
that.
weren't there.
Brandon, he is
Brandon,
lying.
who you gonna believe? Me or her? You know what to do. You know what to do. You already know. She said it.
Chappelle, we in 4K.
Don't come-
Episode drops on Tuesday.
Jazz.
Okay, I guess we'll find out on Tuesday. Don't come here editing stuff out either.
Jazz. Who would you say Lisa is like?
I'm gonna say Lisa is Candace.
Oh, look at y'all. There's some kind of finagling going on.
What you mean?
I don't know. I don't know what it
It's
is.
because Lisa gives off that vibe of like trying to calm the situation down, but if you set her off, she gonna cuss your ass out. So that's the vibes Lisa gives. She just like, nah, my nigga.
She gives mellow.
So Lisa, who does?
I think we on you, brother.
Yeah,
I know that's what I'm gonna say. I'm
Who
gonna
is
say
Jason?
me.
Who is
He kind of
Jason?
paused a
I'm gonna
little
say
bit, like
me.
he was gonna.
I was gonna say Randon. I was gonna give him Randon. I was gonna give him Randon.
Oh,
but
okay.
Lisa, who do you think I am closest to on this in the cast?
Oh, let me just really think about this and
Dive
kind
in.
of complicate. You know, let me just kind of get Harper, nigga, Harper. All right,
Trash.
Harper.
I told you this was an unsafe space. I told you, I was like, this
And
is
no
not.
such thing as safe spaces, just brave places. That's what.
Why do
that's
we lie
what-
though? Why do we lie and say this is a safe space? It's not a safe space.
And then Randon. You Robin. You definitely Robin. I would definitely give you Robin. Yes.
I could take it.
I would definitely give you Robin. Yeah. But I guess I just go back around. And
This is
I guess
toxic.
you pick who would you pick? Like who would you pick for
yourself.
yourself, Randon?
I don't know. I guess Robin probably would be the closest to me.
I know.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I could be Shelby sometimes, but for the most part, I'm Robin.
Yeah, we know.
I'm
Chappell, which character would you say?
Chappelle looking at Brian.
Of
Damn,
my
I can't
friend
say
group
that.
being
Too old with my database.
now I gotta change my answer. I'm joking. So I probably of my friend group most likely to marry a stripper. So I'd probably say Merch here, just based on that alone.
I still think Quinn.
I think you're not wrong. I think you're not wrong.
I strongly feel like Quentin is the way.
I'm gonna go Lisa way before I get to you, Jazz. Lisa, who are you picking?
So I actually picked Robin because I feel like I'm a positive dreamer with a forgiving heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, I was gonna say Robin for you.
So who was you
Mine?
gonna say for me?
Shelby.
Hey,
She's like, you see it.
I already see both. I can
I
already
see it.
see both.
Yeah.
I'm just.
It works
So
for
what?
me.
So which? So while we here, Lisa, not Lisa, Randon. Which? What was the Shelby attributes that you feel that
Why
you
are we
relate?
getting off?
This topic. You know what? Fuck it,
All right.
Jasmine.
Right.
Curious.
My
Jasmine.
bad. My bad.
Jazz.
You're right.
Yeah, we
Chappelle
don't
got
know.
his whole Klansman face in the camera. Go ahead.
Jazz. Who are you? Jazz. Who are you?
We already know Jordan, so we can go past me. We can go past me. I left too many Jordan breadcrumbs over 133 episodes. It's pretty evident. So that's not
In
a
this
shocker.
very episode. I don't need no.
All right, man. But what the last part of the show, of course, is the Link of Thrones. Randon, you knew to this part, but of course, the Link of Thrones is where we pick a character from this movie, and we let the people know something that they've been in, or something that they got about to, or something they are about to be in that we want to put them up on. Do you have a character? We can start with somebody else first.
Start with somebody else first. I don't have
Lisa,
to do it.
we're gonna go with you.
For me,
Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you have notes, like a notebook type notes, like next to you.
100. 100. Listen, I know y'all. I had 5 of the characters. I was like, nah, anybody gonna be out in the cold. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready to go. Now my problem is I don't know who to pick now because I got so many choices.
The first one at the top.
Okay. I picked Robin. Annihilation. Just because I'm me, I said the family that prays and loving basketball.
Now, Lisa, you can only pick one movie.
I know.
So like, which one? What we doing?
Loving basketball.
Y'all check out our Loving Basketball review.
Shameless.
I was
plug.
hoping that's the one she picked.
Chappelle, did you pick you got one that you?
Yeah. Check out my baby mama Regina Hall in this upcoming scary movie that's coming out. Is like bringing it back, baby, and I will be there in the front row. I don't go see the movies often, but gotta support my baby.
Wait, what movie?
Scary Movie 6.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Parody. Got it.
Oh yeah, I will be there.
Jazz.
He was good in Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. That was freaking
He
hilarious.
was really good.
Yeah.
I told
Yes.
Jason we got to review that next
He wants
year.
to review that. What I do want to put on there, I'm not gonna say about that one. If you do, you can do it for Easter. But the wood should be in February.
Ooh.
February gonna be crazy.
Oh my gosh. I'm not saying that I should be on that episode, but I'm also not saying it. So just
Yeah,
gonna
we
go
probably
ahead.
we probably need to all sync our calendars up. I'm just saying for February.
February gonna be
There's
crazy.
gonna be a lot of mixing and matching on the podcast, so we might need to go ahead and start syncing up. For the month.
We definitely need to do that because
that's my year anniversary of my podcast starting. 1 year. 1 year.
Okay, some celebration going on. Yes, my brother.
Got to.
Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you, Jazz. Who did you pick?
I am going to select Faith. Her name is, I think, Riley Downs. I'm shocked you didn't, well, you might have picked her, but I don't know, but I'm about to go ahead and snatch her up. She was in Bel Air.
As who? Is she?
My nigga, you got to ask her. But that's on her catalog.
I'm so sick of you, bro. I ain't even went yet. Randon, did you find you a character?
So I'm gonna pick Terrence Howard, Quentin, because he did have another movie. Well, he actually had 3 movies out this year. But Crescent City is definitely a different role for him. But I don't know. I just love his voice. Ever since I seen Big Mama's House, I don't know. This is my thing.
You want some money?
Have you seen Fight Night?
Have I seen? Yeah, I've only seen it once though. I need to watch it again.
Fight Night is fire with
the
Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, y'all just.
I love Kevin Hart. Any movie with Kevin Hart in it.
We just dropped that one.
Yeah.
Jason, who do you have?
And for me, I'm going to go with Harold Perrineau. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
He's in From.
Yes!
We have that series coming up next month.
That was my second choice. Yes.
He's in what?
from a scary TV show.
Oh, it's
Oh,
it's
you know, I
so
don't
scary.
do scary. I
Ah,
told Jason that I don't do scary.
Is it
Even though he
scary?
tried to make me. What was that movie?
Terrified 3.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh, you did not tell her to watch that one.
That
Are you
seems
out your mind?
that's gore porn.
Yeah,
Like, nah, that's not.
nah.
Nigga, you
As long,
wild.
as long as as long as I had, like a soft thing afterwards, it would have been okay. It just can't just be, just straight horror after that. But yeah, it was a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a lot.
You watched it?
Mm-mm.
Wait,
Hold on.
hold on.
He recommended something for you that
Hold
he
on.
didn't watch.
You
Is
didn't
that what he
watch
just
it?
said?
No. We were supposed to go and watch it.
Oh, at the
I don't
movies?
watch scary movies though. This is when we first started talking about like podcast stuff.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? That's why you recommended it, Jason, because you ain't seen it.
I
'Cause I'm
seen
telling
1
you,
and 2.
I know, but you ain't seen 3. I'm telling you, they went to another level with 3, and you especially gonna feel it in that one scene.
In the shower
That means
scene.
somebody did
I
get
done
cut off.
Bro.
But in the first movie, he hang a woman, he flay a woman up, he split her down the middle.
A
And
woman,
somehow-
not a man.
Somehow he was
That's
able
not-
to up the ante in 3.
Yeah.
Phil
And
said that's
somehow-
not the same type of.
I agree.
Type of pain.
I agree.
It's
I agree.
Wait, Jazz, did you see it?
Face was never
She don't
seen.
watch
I don't watch those movies.
Oh,
I can't-
watch
I
scary
can't do-
movies either.
But she
No,
watches
no,
the
I
I don't
love
watch
scary
scary
movies.
movies. I get side eyes, but y'all
Oh,
watch
you
scary,
don't
y'all
watch
watch scary movies.
gory movies.
I can't watch gore porn. So if it's just like, if it doesn't have a story with it, I'm not about to just sit up here
So
and watch somebody
Terrifier
get.
2 has a story.
Yeah, all that
3
shit.
They can't
3
say.
continues that story.
Is it a good story?
What is one, two?
What is 3?
What does
landed
one
on
do?
What
Does
does
one
one
have a
do?
story?
1 is just like, I feel like it's just a random. It is not random, but it feels like random killings. It
I ain't
it
gonna
has
lie.
a story, and I feel
Yeah.
like 1 and 2 they tie together well better. I
I ain't watching that shit.
3 just took it to another level. I'll just say that much. Now
Mm.
so I'm not all in on gore porn myself. I'm not really big into it, like outside of like the 80s and 90s, the slashers and all. I'm cool with all that. But my daughters, they started to get into scary movies, and they were like, "Ooh, Terrifier." I was like, "All right, I'll watch it with you guys." And I was like, "All right, we're doing this. Got it." And so we watched 1, 2, and 3. Terrifier is not a movie that I recommend for anyone who doesn't like gore porn. You're not gonna recommend that to anybody. I'd have to know you to be able to like, yeah, you'd like this.
Gotcha.
I ain't watching that shit.
No, Jazz, you probably
I
should.
just don't do. I've watched scary movies. I have. My friends have forced me to watch scary movies my whole life, but I just don't like scary movies.
Maybe
I
that
don't
could be
like
something.
watching scary movies because that whole night I ain't gonna be able to sleep.
Cartoons, they'll get you.
That don't
Definitely.
work.
I
They
don't
don't
know.
work.
Terrified. I don't think cartoons work out the shit like
But
that.
it's the
They don't
holiday
work.
season. We're not talking horror. But shout out to everybody. Jason, did you have any last words or anything before we wrap up this episode?
132 out now. You can go watch that. Of course, it was Fight Night. We had Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends on, and we discussed Fight Night and the history of the 70s and how they would treat niggas and Ali. Go peep that. Next week we're doing our recap of 2024. Yes, we're going through not every movie, but we are going through our favorites, the worst, what we're expecting for the next year, and all that good stuff for episode 134. So appreciate you, Lisa, Chappell, Randon, from coming in, chatting with us, and y'all stayed on the entire time. My God, I appreciate y'all.
We not that bad today. I was trying to
enjoy
get us
this.
there.
I like this.
I felt like Jazz felt like she had something to prove, so she made sure that we was wrapping it up early tonight.
Y'all be dropping a little shade like, oh, we ain't even got to the movie yet. It's just like, all right, motherfucker, we gonna get there. Right. I ain't want to say no names.
The battle between Chappell and Jazz tonight, but it was tenser than Harpin. It was tenser than Harpin and Lance. I'll tell you that.
There were times where I was like, I gotta let it slide because otherwise we're gonna be here 3 hours. I was like,
Nope.
my podcast, we 45 to hour 15, hour 30 tops. Like we be out of here, done. We be at like Woo, I grew up in a Baptist church. Never again. Okay, I'll be out. Hour and a half.
I definitely appreciate y'all for sure, and I'm definitely gonna give flowers during our wrap up episode because I understand these episodes definitely be longer, but it's just like the cooking be cooking, and I don't want to cut nobody off. But I appreciate y'all so much for coming in, joining, chatting with us. It's a blessing. Our podcast community is growing. Hope prayers next 2025 we get more going. So this is the Was It Good Though podcast, episode 133. I am one of your hosts. I am Jazz.
And I am Jason.
And we are blessed with our guests. Y'all be sure to like, subscribe, rate, review. You know, look, album dropping next year.
It's not, but I appreciate you though.
It's okay though. Y'all keep a lookout.
It's not.
Thank
Don't
you
do
so
it like
much.
it.
Merry Christmas.
Y'all. Cheers. Merry Christmas, y'all. Please be safe during this holiday season.
See y'all on
Merry
2025.